Hello and welcome back to RLPC. We're going to have some fantastic games for y'all tonight to round off the final set of games before we head into finals week. Going to have all 7 of those games broadcast next Tuesday and Thursday. We'll have the independent games on Tuesday and the P4 followed up on that Thursday. So we hope you all join us then. But for now, we do have a fantastic slate of games, all, in fact, follow-up games in the same time slots from our Tuesday stream. So we're going to have the Independent, the Galaxy, continuing their run with their win just recently, and they're going to be playing the Centurions, who dropped down from that lower bracket. Both teams trying to make that grand finals to face off against their ultimate opponent over there, I believe, in the Wizards. And then AAA, Osprey, Tundra putting the ice on their game on Tuesday. Going to come here and try and take down the Osprey, who dropped down from the upper bracket. But a lot of people, I think, would say that the Tundra have a bit of an advantage in that game, considering they were one of the best 2 teams in AAA this season. Unfortunately, they ended up in the exact same conference as the best team, who's waiting for them in the finals. So they're going to try and make their push back to top 2. And we'll round out the night with Embers versus Titans. Embers on a bit of a hot streak after beating their opponents on Tuesday, and are going to face up against a Goliath of single A in the Titans, who's going to be looking to get back and get that rematch with the Ravens. But first, we have the Galaxy and Centurions. Should be a fantastic game, and yeah, should be very fun. We'll take a look here at the independent playoffs and how we got here. So, first off, the Wizards, the ones making that huge upper bracket run, haven't lost a game yet, and they're going to have the 1-game advantage in the finals over whoever decides to join them. The Galaxy came off a very hot 4-0 over the Scorpions and looked fantastic in that game on Tuesday. They're going to try and do it again. I'm once again going to be joined after that game by Muskrat here on the desk, regardless of what happened. So we'll see how he's feeling the rest of the night. But a tough matchup here against the Centurions, who ended up getting swept by the Wizards. Not a whole lot of surprise, to be perfectly honest. The Wizards have just looked absolutely phenomenal throughout it, and we'll see which team is going to get back there to try and take them down. But they all do only have to win 3 games, so going to be even tougher. That is the upper bracket advantage we do have. So should be very good. Going to make sure that we are all ready to go. And then we'll get this game underway. Going to make sure we got everything working correctly here. Alrighty, I think we are indeed ready to go. All right, we're in. We're going to get this thing going right away. I am going to make a prediction here. I am going to say Galaxy. Feeling very good after their losers bracket run. They've only dropped 2 games so far, 1 to the Beavers and 1 to the Grizzlies, and I think they're only going to drop 1 here tonight. I'm going to say Galaxy in 5 is going to be my official prediction. We'll see what they can do next Tuesday. Not the start that they wanted, though. Dragon King off the bat. Going to toss one right in the back of the net here. Great pass by Bucks off that sideboard. And they got the Centurions started quickly, 9 seconds into the game. And we will have to see how that progresses. And another goal here already from the Galaxy to tie things up right off the kickoff. Jinja getting the 50 of his life, and the team bump goes in. Oh boy, that a tough way to give up the equalizing goal. This could be a tough way to give up the lead back, but a good save off of that one. Off the ball, that one will be cleared all the way back down. Jinja Catches that one. Popped up Buck's going to go for it. 50'd by Geo, though. Centurions do have control here. They're going to boom this one all the way back down in. Muskrat, our player to watch in this game, is going to be able to clear that one out. He's going to be ready, waiting, trying to get a pass off. Does get one to Jinja, but it's saved. Geo can't quite get there. Musk waiting back. He's beat on it. Shot going to go in by Dragon King. Not sure what happened. That camera angle not doing us any favors here. But Muskrat just beat by a touch, and Dragon King with the boost just chases it. And Muskrat can't catch up, and that is going to be the first goal in. And the Centurions take the lead. But are they going to give it up right away again? No. Bucks able to get back on that one. Luckily enough for that Centurions team, as they could have let another lead slip within just a few seconds. They still might. Jinja with the shot. Better save from Bucks. Geo up for that one. Ooh, gets a bit of a fortunate 50. A bump coming through as well. The Galaxy can't make much of it, and Dragon King going to pinch it off the ceiling, trying to get some space for the Centurions. Muskrat double committing with the teammate Geo on that wall. Jinja with the pop. Lands on Bucks. The Goomba is in full force. A mistouch off the back wall. Geo looking for the bump in net, but doesn't need to, as the ball not even going to go through that corner into center. Oh, a bump. This could be bad. Geo with the shot. Good save by Big Mac. And Dragon King will toss it out here for the Centurions. Bucks trying to chase this one down in the far corner. Going to give it up to the Galaxy, who's going to go up and over, but gets demoed in the process. Can't get a follow-up on that, and the Centurion's going to push this one back out. Feels like every time the Centurions get this offensive pressure, they feel threatening in one way or another, and it's shots like those that make it feel that way. And it's not necessarily because of the same sustained pressure, but it feels like the Galaxy defense caught a little bit off guard whenever there's a transition, maybe a little bit slower to get that rotation going. We'll see if that affects them as this game progresses. But they're being held in their own end quite a bit right now. Another bump coming out. Centurions get that space, and it's something that they've been using very well. Galaxy maybe not so much. Geo off the ceiling, good touch down. Trying to find a teammate, but can't. Muskrat can't get a touch on that ball, and he's going to have to bail. King looking for the center. Bucks only able to pop it up. Musk clears Big Mac with the pop. Jinja gets a catch in the corner. Big Mac clear this one out. Jinja going to send it down. Dragon King looks for a teammate center, finds Bucks. They'll be able to get a clear right back. Muskrat misses another shot. That's 2 in the last 45 seconds or so here. And he passes it away, and Bucks scores. Oh, not a good series of events for Muskrat here. Jinja gets 50. Muskrat ends up passing it right to Bucks off the backboard. Not a whole lot he can do, but have to try and get that across to the other corner if you're in a situation like that, and he just does not have the pacing on it to be able to do so. Bucks AFK on kickoff. That is not good for the Centurions. This is Jinja going to make the most of that situation. Hopefully it's not too bad and only a temporary controller DC, so we might end up having to see a sub here. Bucks quick chatting it up, so looks like he's back in full force. Unfortunate for the Centurions giving up a free goal. The goals that the Galaxy have gotten have been a goal off kickoff because of an AFK and a goal off kickoff, period. So nothing really made from their offensive attacks yet, and you can see just the hesitation there from the whole team in that one scenario. Communication not on point for them right now. They're going to have to get their minds back into it. I mean, the only good news I think that they can take is the fact that regardless, we're going to be on a new map next, and you can use that even visually as another way to get your mind reset just a little bit. That's a beautiful pass. Jinja can't get it by. The Centurions read it well and were there to stop that shot before it started. Oh, a whiff in net. That could have been really bad, but Bucks is able to clear it out. The demo is there, but the transition with Centurions looking very good. Not a good read from Dragon King, and neither from the man behind him in Big Mac. Name we haven't said a whole lot this game, but been a very solid player all around, just doing the dirty work plays when they need to be. Ooh, that's not a good clear. Muskrat again, not a good clear, keeping it in the middle of the field, but it is awkward. And regardless, maybe not good positioning, but good tactic knowing where the opponent is. The Galaxy can't catch up to it and keep it up in the air, and that is going to be game numero uno. Done with here in game one. Thanks for the graphic. The thing. Oh well. Anyway, you get to see me change the map to Aquadome for game number 2, as that is where we will be headed, using, of course, the RLCS game rotation. So that is what we will do. As the Centurions take the lead. Going to quickly refresh the overlay. Hopefully that fixed the problem. As game number 2 going to get here. Oh, series score has bugged out, but I will get on that. Centurions up 1-0. This ball underway again, still in the blue half. Galaxy feels like they've played a majority of their game in their own defensive half. Gonna need to change that here. They still have not scored a goal that's not been off kickoff yet in this series. The Jinja trying to change that. Good little play. Drop down pass, and Gio is gonna find the back of the net. Galaxy up 1-0. FaZe Clan goal explosion. Love to see that as well. Supporting the esports orgs. But a big goal for the Galaxy on transition. They're going to get another off kickoff. Jinja once again scoring the second goal of the game off kickoff. That's literally exactly what happened last time. Except Jinja was on the kickoff, won it, and the follow from the Centurions was a little bit too close. Didn't expect that. And the shot is by. And that's going to be game number 1. Goal. Sorry, number. No, it's goal number 2. I don't know what I'm talking about. It is indeed 2-0. Gio tosses it down. Bucks. Whoo, beautiful touch. Gets that one all the way out. Possession not with the Centurions, but pressure is with them. They've released it for now. Whoo, interesting move there. Not a great touch. Dragon. Gets this one back out. Popped up by Gio. Sent all the way down. Looking for the 50. That a great calculated play, but it just doesn't work out that time around. And unfortunately enough for the Centurions, or fortunately enough for the Centurions, Gio's mechanics fail him for once. Oh, Jinja with the fake and the move! It's beautiful from the Jinja. Only question I have is, how did this get an orange trail going in? Oh, that must have been a bit of a pinch from Big Mac on top of the car. The flick that the Jinja would have gotten would have given it about the same trajectory, I think, though. So not much changed because of that, but maybe a little bit quicker. Fooled his own teammate on it, but a very nice play, and the Galaxy definitely have life breathed into them here. Oh, 1-2 play? Sam Gio. Try to get that one by. Can't quite do it. Bucks up off the wall, looking for the waterfall. Gets it down. Bit of an awkward one. Big Mac reads. A third member in. Dragon King off the bar and out. Big Mac with another attempt. The bump is there, but Muskrat is as well on the defense, and the Centurions put it all in. It doesn't work, but it doesn't matter. Muskrat can't up to it. Oh, boy. Oh, no. The Galaxy squander an opportunity there. Oh, does it matter? Apparently so. I don't know how that one didn't end up in. Jinja with another shot. It's put in by the Centurions. Oh, it was off target. Such awkward defense from the Centurions. This is the Galaxy I expected to see, but this is absolutely not the Centurions we got in Game 1. The first 3 goals by Galaxy, all very nice goals, showing that they are the team that at least I thought, and that a lot of people coming into the series thought they would be. The Centurions looking not so good defensively in this game. Haven't had the greatest offensive possession either. Dragon King going to be able to clear this one into his own corner. The Galaxy do have the pressure, and they've had it for the majority of this game, if not more than... I think most of this game is fair to say. The ball has not been in this blue half very much. The Galaxy playing in the opposite of where their name sounds, but doing everything they can. Muskrat with the double opportunity. Dragon King trying to get a block on it. Centurions looking so awkward on defense again. You have to get a clear on that ball. You have to get a touch at some point. As 2 Centurions, you can see there, flying right by the ball, not touching it. I think that was another question here to ask, was who's got the better mental fortitude, and it seems like at this point in this game, Centurions are down and out for good. Hopefully they can regain on DFH next game, but still, the Galaxy are putting the puzzle pieces together bit by bit. Jinja tried to go for the longest pancake of his life into the net and almost does it. Muskrat over the bar with the double, reads it beautifully. Unfortunate there. But a great read by Muskrat, and 6-0. Score line here. Ooh, that's a crisp pass from the Galaxy, but can't quite get onto it. Muskrat up for this one, gets a subtle touch, looking for the catch, but can't catch up to it. Geo off the wall. Cleared away by Jinja. Whiff again from the Centurions. The demo. Oh my goodness. Jinja with the snipe on a wide open net. Right in the middle. But Geo with the follow through to get that demo. And then Jinja putting it through the smoke by his teammate. A very well placed shot nonetheless. With 15 seconds left. This one is over. The real question. Are we going to see a Brazil? Or are we going to see an 8-0 game? Absolutely not. Muskrat can't keep it up, unfortunately. They were going for 8. Don't do that again. Yeah, yeah, don't do that again. They had 2 shots all game. Gonna refresh the overlay one more time here, so you guys can see the scoreboard. But yeah, that's not fun. We're gonna get the map changed once again here. Do DFH. I don't know why the backboard isn't working. Yeah, we will go with the normal DFH. There we go. And then 7-0 in that game to even up the series. That's got to be a momentum builder for them, for sure, as they even up the series score, as well as smash the Centurions in that game. We'll see if they can do it again. Kickoff goals are the nemesis of the Centurions. That one doesn't go in, but boy, is it ever close. They're going to have to figure that one out. That's a great block. Geo already back waiting. Going to take some control over it here. Tries for a second touch. Double commit from the Galaxy. Muskrat sends it out. Big Mac going to just be able to take this one and score. Yeah, if you're Muskrat, you got to get a better touch on this. Puts it out. There's two Centurions right where he hit the ball. And that touch off the corner, an easy read from Big Mac. And if you're Muskrat there as well, you know both your teammates just went on that other ball. And just a bad touch. Another kickoff! Centurions! Figure it out. They are getting smashed on these kickoffs. So far, they got a little bit of confidence back with them after getting the first goal, though. Ball still in the orange half. Sent across and out. Cleared back. The Jinja. Sends that one down. Muskrat. Good in the corner. Popped up. Shot is wide. This Buck's going to try and get that back pass, but control with the Galaxy. They got a demo in the deep field. There is nobody back. And then... Oh, no. That is painful. If you're the Galaxy... You had a 3-on-0, and you squander it to tie the game. Aye, aye, aye. Muskrat is going to get the clear. Reset back out. Good pop by Geo. Galaxy have been caught chasing a couple times this game. Muskrat caught flat-footed there. Going to be able to send this one down. Only to half field, though. Bucks stops it there. Dragon King going off the ceiling. Can't quite read the second touch. Jinja with the stop. Out in open space. Bucks has all the time that he needs, but only about 30 boosts. Can't quite do anything on that. Geo's got the support of Muskrat, but can't beat Dragon King, the first man. Big Mac going to clear this one out. Good to see him finally get a goal on the board in this series. Buck shoots it wide, goes for the double, hits the post and wide. Muskrat there to block a shot from Dragon King as well. And the defense in the Galaxy holds strong. Cleared back out by the Centurions. Jinja's going to send this one out. All the way in. Buck scores. Oh my. I was messing around with the setting and got completely off guard by that one. Galaxy nowhere to be found on the defensive end. The Centurions have a 2-goal lead. Yeesh, that's not good. Another almost goal there from the Centurions. You can't be doing things like this, guys. All the way down. I'm almost another one here for the Centurions. Some good shots coming out from them. Galaxy looking flat-footed once again here. That one going to be wide. A good shot from the Galaxy, though, from distance. But got to get some passing or something going. But from one shutout to another, we go so far. Another 60 seconds to kill here for the Centurions. Oh, a great 50! It's going to be in. Geo finds a hole. Finally, the Galaxy break through the defense. And it's only a 1-goal deficit now. Centurions going to look to put another one in here. Jinja clears. Muskrat going to catch. Oh, what can he do? We know he's been a very solid solo player in the past. Can't do something on that play. The clear is going to come out from the Centurion. Sent it back to midfield. Bucks cuts it off. That's a good drop pass to Dragon, but he can't commit on it knowing where his teammates are. This one popped up. Muskrat up early, but can't get a touch forward. Going to have to be just a lateral one. And the double tap almost coming out from Big Mac. Can't quite read it. And they are the other way. Dejinja trying to get the 50 to send them to OT, but can't do it. 10 seconds on the clock. The faithful final buzzes. Bucks is AFK. He's got a controller DC. They put it over the bar. It doesn't matter. The Galaxy still can't score. Pass across. Scores. Geo ties the game at 0 seconds. Oh, boy. And it looks like Bucks is full-on DC'd. And the Centurions, in a fateful turn of events, are going to have to play 2-on-3 to end game number 3. That is infuriating. You were up for so long. Hopefully he can reconnect soon. Squander it at 0 seconds and now are at a full one-man disadvantage in a 2v3. In the playoffs, no less, with their series on the line for a chance at the championship. The Galaxy using this 2v3 to their full effort, and Jin just scores. And in what has become the most contentious playoff game I've ever seen, Bucks DCs and the Galaxy score at 0 seconds and win in overtime. Oh my goodness. Wow. I am absolutely lost for words. Two 2-1 in the series. Galaxy now take the lead in what is the most dramatic turn of events I think I have ever seen. When we get into Utopia for Game 4, we are going to pause and hold. So yeah, we are going to wait for this to right itself. Wow, it seems like his internet has gone out. So I have no idea what happens now. I don't know if they have a sub or... If they don't, they'll have to try and find one. And if not, then I guess the 10-minute forfeit timer starts as of 8:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because you cannot start a game down a man as per a ruling that happened earlier this season. Hopefully, Bucks can get back, but I'm going to take this opportunity to chug some water. Ah, there's Bucks. Okay, he's back. Gotta keep the vocal cords nice and lubricated. And here we go. Game number 4. It's another kickoff. These are scary. Muskrat. Whoo, he almost got the double. That would have been... Whoops. My bad. There we go. Centurions. Gonna have to find something here. Galaxy have a perfect opportunity to capitalize on the tilt of the Centurions after that DC. Try again. First goal in this match is enormous. Love the aggression. That's such a good move from the Galaxy to get those demos. Try and tilt the Centurions even farther into playing too aggressive. Catch him out in transition. Rocket League is a mental battle. Sadly, that is something that this Centurions team now going to have to try and work around. Bucks upfield tries to just drive it in, has some support, and Big Mac, it's not going to work. Jinja has it mid. Muskrat goes for the bump, gets it, flick up, over, can't be shot over the bar, and it's an own goal from the Centurions by Bucks. He's going to tap it. Big Mac had a shot to get there and clear it out, but it's in. As it's not over that bar, and the Galaxy take the lead. The kickoff, once again, not good for the Centurions. Galaxy getting some quick pressure, quick control. Jinja waiting patiently at mid, stalling out his momentum. Muskrat coming off the wall, going to get a touch out to the far corner. Awkward positioning for Geo. Has a man on. Bucks is able to get it over. Shot on from Dragon King. What a read, but a better save from Jinja. That was a very crisp double read, but he couldn't find the target. Past the goaltending of Jinja. The demos are relentless from the Galaxy. You hear one ring out across this wonderful Coliseum every 30 seconds minimum. Geo up again, tries to go for the bump, but can't do it. Big Mac on this one now, tries to bring it up the wall, but Jinja reads it well. Geo sends it across. Muskrat attempts to find the back of the net, can't do it there. Dragon King tries to push it through, but can't. Geo sending it center now. Looking for another touch, 50'd by Dragon King. This one's sent all the way back down to the orange end, but Big Mac with some possession chooses to bang it out. Maybe not the best idea. Muskrat with the 50. Geo sends it back. That's a beautiful... Sorry, Jinja sends it back. It's a beautiful little play. Off the bar again on the next attempt. Lots of great passing from the Galaxy, but they don't find the back of the net. It remains a one-goal game. Dragon King with possession now. Chips it by one. Nobody in net! The Galaxy give up one for free. Tiny little boink pass, Geo. And nobody back. A miscommunication between Muskrat and Jinja on the back line. Leads to this one being tied up. What a bad time for a mental lapse. Touches on target, has to be cleared away by Bucks. Muskrat. Can't get control of it in the corner. Now it's going to be Geo's turn. 50s it across. Muskrat ready and waiting. 50 across once again. Dragon King beats him out, but chokehold that this Galaxy offense has on the possession of that ball. It does not get out past that mid-third very much. Muskrat with the misread, a very fortunate bounce for the Centurions. And they're finally going to be able to break out. Caster cursing the possession there for them. As they're going to find themselves in a defensive hold now. Bucks up for that one when he should not have been. Ooh, excuse me. Gunning not at the gameplay, but just because that didn't flake very well last night. Centurions need to push this one out of their own end. Galaxy suffocated them last time they got here. Centurions can't let that happen again. Muskrat pops it up. Bucks reads it. Muskrat's touches throughout this series. He's been the one player that I've noticed on either team consistently making rushed, odd touches and rotational choices. The Galaxy like their odds in an overtime after what happened the last, maybe not counting on a DC here, where their kickoffs have been phenomenal all throughout the series. Not scoring, but gaining that possession right away. Muskrat awkward on the wall. He gets it over. Good little touch. The demo looking for a pass center. Geo with the cut, but Big Mac comes up in a big way. To Ginger with the shot. Dragon King gets the move. Gets the rotation. Reads it well. Big Mac with the double. Ginger drops it down. Space is found for the Centurions. The pressure's still on from the Galaxy. Geo up. Shot on. A bump was there, but the shot took too long. The Centurions go the other way. A miss by Muskrat. That chip is there. Shot is in. It can't be saved. And Dragon King evens the series for the Centurions. Geo tried his very best, but the whiff from Muskrat unfortunately did him in. My, we are tied at 2, headed to Wasteland for next game. The Galaxy need to regain after they've squandered their momentum they had from that DC. Gonna try and get back on solid ground here. A very even game all the way throughout. 7 shots apiece. The difference, 1 save from the Galaxy that ended up being that Centurions goal. Dragon King potting both of them for the Centurions. And looking good while doing it. So we're going to head back down to the floor here for Wasteland. Five minutes back up on the clock. Again, another kickoff. Going the way of the Galaxy. Centurions capitalize on a bit of a miscommunication on the back end. What? Oh boy. Centurions cannot be letting that in. I mean, it's a good shot from distance. And the Galaxy take the lead 10 seconds into Wasteland. Muskrat trying to get the 50 in. Can't quite do it. Bucks. An odd 50. That one's cleared all the way back down. Muskrat clears this one out. Geo touches it. Oh! Almost finds the top corner. But finds the top corner post and crossbar combined. Whatever that's called. Woodwork corner. Oh, good touch over to Jinja. Sends it down. Geo tries to get a shot. Muskrat with the follow-up. He's there. That Galaxy up 2. A wonderful play. Jinja got it over. I didn't think he would. Geo with the correction on that shot. The tip into the car. A very favorable 50 for Muskrat, and he's there to clean up the scraps. Just like the rat that he is. Gonna give him the 2-0 lead. We'll see if that can change some of the inconsistency he's had. I believe that's his first or second goal of the series, but either way, good to get him back on the board if you're the Galaxy. Oh, a bump, but Geo with the correction! The flip saved him, and so did the ball. So did it, the ball. That's the words. Phrasing is hard sometimes, people. But what's not hard to phrase is that the Galaxy are pressing once again. They're looking fairly good. Geo looking for that pass. Can't find it. Team bump in the corner by the Centurions, but a favorable 50. And a pinch going back out to mid. Oh, beautiful 50. Well read by Dragon King, but also well read by Geo in the back. The pre-jumps from both of them on point for that pass. Muskrat beat again, but it's back to Jinja, who's 50 by Bucks, though, in the Centurions. Could have some pressure. They don't, though. The Jinja wins the next 50 with another Centurion. Sent off. Muskrat going to get there first. Neutral 50, though, is this one sent way back into the Centurion's end. Oh, boy. That right out mid. Dragon King misses the read on the ball, and it goes right behind him. Muskrat with the pinch out middle. Could be dangerous. Not a good touch from Dragon King, but a worse one from Jinja as he stalls it out. Ball loses all momentum. It's one of the weakest shots we've seen, unfortunately, all series. A great chance squandered. There's a corner where we find ourselves now in the blue half. Muskrat going to take it all the way across the field. The opposite corner, all the way into their net. In that same top right corner. From the blue right corner to the orange right corner. Back to the blue corner. But this time of the net and not of the field. A back and forth series is what we've had. The DC Game 3, regardless of the outcome, the story of this series is Dragon King ties it up. Jinja with the touch. It's a good pinch, but it's well read by Bucks, and Dragon King with the power. Doesn't matter where Geo is. That's going in the net. Centurions win a kickoff, but double commit. Geo misses the ball. The tip from Dragon King over the net. Well read by Jinja. Geo gonna get that pinch clear. Doesn't have a whole lot of help on this rotation. Oh, Bucks popping off. Has not scored since the DC. Looking for one here. Can't quite get it. Great 50 center. Geo catches. Big Mac gonna press him. Ooh, Geo gets by, though. He's got some space. Looking for the shot on. It's off, but still a good play. Bucks bumps his teammate. Off the wall. Good center. The Jinja a little bit too slow. Tip coming in from Dragon King is going to miss, and Geo going to get the shot. A hard tip to get, but if you get it, my goodness, that's probably the lead to the Centurions. After being down 2-0, they come back in a matter of about a minute and 15, a minute and a half or so. And they'll look to continue that here. Bucks clears it out. Good read by Jinja. Better one by Big Mac on net. The offensive pressure starting to come out here for the Galaxy. Good 50 by Muskrat. Sends it in, pops it up. Jinja with the 50 goes over Geo's head, and Centurion's going to have some pressure now. Muskrat cleans that one up. Geo 50s again. Nobody really back. Bucks off the backboard. Sent up in the air for Dragon King. He's going to get a touch now off the backboard. Still dangerous. Cleared out to Jinja. Looking the other way. Finds it way past one, not two. Muskrat up. That's going to be just over the bar, but it's cleared out beautifully. What a touch by Dragon King to get it to the corner with just 12 on the clock. Muskrat clears it into the corner. 5 seconds left. And another overtime on the horizon. It's here now. Between these two teams, gone to overtime. 4 games. 3, if not 4. And if it's 3, it's 3 in a row. You could not ask for a better contest to start the day. Dragon King with the clear. Jinja back out to mid. The pinch is there. Dragon King tried to get the read. Decided not to use his flip there. Save it. Wave dash. Get back in position. The bounce. Not a good one for Galaxy. They get past 2. They get past the 3rd. Can he rush back? Muskrat trying to get the 50. It's over the boards. And the Galaxy caught out. All in that final 3rd. No matter. They clear it sideways. Bucks trying to get the center. Jinja keeping possession, but it's an awkward ball. And doesn't do so successfully. Geo clears it, looking for a pop. For the center, gets it across. Muskrat there, gonna have to look for possession. A little bit too fast for him to read. Jinja. Tries to get it through the corner, not going to there. Popped up off the backboard. Geo for the double, gets it. Possession with the Galaxy. Turn back out to center field here. Maybe not for long. Dragon King with the touch. Across Muskrat. Geo, double commit. Muskrat with the read. Gets a pop. Looks for another. Can't get it. Jinja trying to get a 50 off the boards to recenter for Geo. But it stays in the corner. And Centurions going to get out. They grab a double. Big Mac trying to get it through the corner. Bucks with the toss back. Gets by Dragon King. Recorrects. Able to keep the possession alive. Not for very long. The Galaxy hounding him now. 2 minutes into this overtime. Muskrat with the pop. Shut on! Oh, just misses the top corner. The Jinja can't commit. Muskrat in, looking for the bump. But with the shot, it's not going to work. Geo can't get a touch all the way back out. Centurions have a bit of a 3-on-1. Muskrat awkward, but a great read. They'll have a 2-on-1 the other way now. Galaxy looking for maybe the bump. Muskrat pops it over. Great save by Dragon King. He can't get back to it. And Galaxy take the 3-2 lead and take the 3-2 win in game number 5. Dragon King keeping the ball on the brink of going in the net, but it goes in anyway. A beautiful, beautiful save to end that one off. But a better one on the next attempt in terms of shots. On the goal line, they could not get back to it. And Neo Tokyo going to be the site for what could be the final game of the Centurions season. Can they not find a W here? An enormous game for this team. In hopes of making it back to that finals up against the Wizards, wanting some redemption. They got swept last time, and oh boy, do they not want to do that again. Centurions trying to figure something out. Got shot on more than any other game. 15-6 the shots in that one. Centurions kept it close, but in overtime it was too much. You can start to hear the cars roar to life here in game 6. And a DC right off the bat, and we'll get things restarted here. Gonna go back to our break scene for just a second. Gonna get that all sorted. Oh well, I've bugged it out, so we're gonna work with it here. So we're gonna get this game restarted. All right. So I can concentrate, get this game back up and running. I am going to throw us to a short break here. Going to take just 2 minutes to get things sorted out, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back in business. Galaxy Centurions 3-2 in the series. Everybody's back in the lobby. Let's get things restarted here. Oh, and it looks like poor old Big Mac's game frozen once again. Playing on an alt account, it seems. If it does seem to indeed be the map, we can change that. And we'll go to a different one. All right. Well, I think unfortunately we are going to go to a little bit longer of a break here to make sure we get everybody in good, not frozen. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Going to get everything set up, talk to the players a little bit, figure out what they want to do in terms of maps and stuff like that. So we'll be back in just a couple seconds as our series takes yet another turn. Hello and welcome back to RLPC. Hopefully that'll be the last break we have to take in our series. Galaxy up 3-2 on the Centurions after some unfortunate stuff on the Centurion side of things. Had Bucks' internet go out for the game 3. They were up 2-1 with 20 seconds left. Galaxy potted in the 0-second goal to tie it up. And the overtime was a 2v3 that the Galaxy won in about 40 seconds. Bucks came back into Game 4, has not scored since his DC. The Galaxy won Game 5, now sit with 2 chances to win it. But that would be cut short, as heading into Game 6, Big Mac's PC crashed for the side of the Centurions on Neo Tokyo. And then we rebooted the lobby, got everything going again, and then his PC crashed again. So we've changed the map. We're back on Manfield, but the night variety to spice things up a little bit. And hopefully everything goes to plan. Still waiting on the Centurions to get back in the lobby. Hopefully they're using the right... But a 3-2 lead here for the Galaxy after some unfortunate stuff on the side of the Centurions. But it only adds to the drama. If the Centurions end up winning this series, I will lose it. I've already lost it a couple times today. I'll lose it again. I promise you. It should be a heck of a ride to finish things off here. I do not know what is going to happen. But whatever does. The scuffed stream for that, but really scuffed connections from multiple Centurions players, really the problem for this team. To make sure that they are using the right user password, because I think that's probably the problem. So I'm gonna re-ping that real quick and we'll get this thing on the road. But yes, this game taken many turns, both left and right, as do the cars, and lots of fantastic plays throughout the day. Some nail-biting action. Also, I didn't mention yet, but the last 3 games of the series have all gone to overtime. Oh, we got people joining. Yay! And Mafflin is going to be the alt account, I believe, of Big Mac. Manfield Night. Here we go. We got a map that works. And hopefully a PC that does too. Centurion starting off. Some possession here. Sent all the way back out. Good touch by Bucks. Mafflin up for this one. Pinch away. Centurions have a good setup here. Ginger's going to get this one clear, though. Back to their normal cars as well. Go to Ginger and Muskrat. Team chemistry was there when they had a full set of the home away and before they had the home and away NRG decals from the last few seasons, but now switching back to what they are comfortable in, and they have not looked very comfortable on this defensive push. The Galaxy have held strong, but the Centurions have pushed hard. Not in the lead just yet, but their offense and the pressure that they've been able to get has looked good so far. Ginger tried to get that one center. It's going to be cleared by Bucks. Dragon King looking for a tip. Won't quite get it. Popped up and over, a miss from the Centurions. sent away now. Dragon King sends it down. Muskrat there. Clears it wide. Geo gonna get a touchback down. Galaxy looking dangerous on this possession. It's a good shot. Gonna be just off. Dragon King sends it out to the corner. Bucks gets another touch by one. Dejinja's there at center to hold the ball in for the Galaxy, but a good clear from Dragon King. Sends it all the way back down. Dragon King pucks that one back up. And it is cleared out. Bucks all the way back down. Dragon King is up. Ooh, can't make contact. Could have beat Muskrat on that one too. Geo still chasing it down. Maflin on the ball here, also known as Big Mac. Muskrat cuts it off to Jinja there, keeping the possession. Muskrat half boost Jinja out in the corner. Can't create much from it. Boost situation not super fantastic either for the Centurions. They pick up a couple pads though, looking good now. The Galaxy stuck on defense, 2 out of boost now. Dejinja picking up 100, good play. Muskrat gonna pop it over. They look dangerous on this counter attack. That one's just off barely. Big Mac taking his time and makes the save. That is gorgeous. The Centurions keep this game knotted up at zeros. Ooh, potential rule 1 there. Gotten out of by Muskrat. Ooh, bump in net onto Maflin. Doesn't quite matter. Dragon King up. Cleared to the side. Not a great touch. Bucks sends it back down. Geo waiting. Gets a touch. Bucks looking for a shot on. Gets it. Muskrat there. Makes the save look easy. Clears it back out to half of the Centurions are there to hold it back in. Off the backboard. Nobody in net. Bucks with the shot on. Geo with the save. Can they keep it out? They do. The pickup is there from Jinja as well. And the Galaxy could find something. Trying to get aggressive over the backboard. Bucks is there. Keeps it there. Musk looking for a pass. It could be there. Jinja. Goombud. Doesn't matter. Jinja scores. And the Galaxy take the lead with 64 seconds to their finals berth. All 3 Centurions jumping for that one. Nobody staying grounded. And they can't get to the far side of the net. And now they have to find one in a minute. The demo trade comes out. Bucks gets one before he's gone. Dragon King sending it down. Muskrat jumping nice and early. Maflin there, though. Gets a touch. Sends this one all the way out and across. Bucks clears this one down. Jinja through the corner. Up off the backboard. Jinja gets a weak touch. Bucks could be there. By all 3 of the Galaxy. Can they get back? Muskrat races back, and he does. Clearing it out to center field. Geo in a bit of an awkward scenario, but the Centurions can't get a hold on the ball, and it's sent all the way back down. They'll have one more push. They've looked good this game, but there could be 20 seconds left in their season. If they don't find a goal, they can't. Geo looking to ice it. It hits the post, rolls up. Could be a fortunate bounce here for the Centurions. Maflin can't keep control. Touches it a little bit too far. Centurions looks for the... Galaxy gonna look for the spike here. Shot. Gonna be wide. Jinja keeps it up. Not sure why. Doesn't matter. The Galaxy win. The ball hits the floor. And after we finally found a map to play on, the Galaxy ends it there. 4-2, the final score. My voice. Woo, baby. What a series. Muskrat and the team feeling good about that, and they will move on to face the Wizards. What a series. Sheesh. That last game, looking good. Centurions held a bunch of pressure. Galaxy, out of the 9 shots, they found the one to break the Camels, or should I say the Centurions, back. Bucks still after that DC in Game 3 held scoreless. Maybe not the deciding factor in that one, but definitely a big part of it. We are going to head to a short break just now so we can get the next game set up, but boy did they have a contest to beat. This, a fantastic game, but the next one should be fantastic as well. The Tundra versus the Osprey, a AAA matchup. The winner moves on to the finals. Should be a fantastic one. We hope you stick around. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Hello and welcome back, RLPC. A fantastic game to start off the night. The Galaxy beating the Centurions 4-2 to advance to the independent finals. Before we head into our next game, I'm going to do a short little interview with my co-caster for the rest of the night. Muskrat, a member of the winning Galaxy team. What a wild series that was with the disconnects and everything that happened. When that first, yeah, really, when that first DC happened with the game 3 that ended up with you guys winning that one in OT, and then the OT from the DC from Big Mac twice in game 6. How did you guys keep up the momentum to make sure you guys capped off the series?
I mean, we just kept kind of talking, saying, reassuring ourselves, saying we're good, kind of joking a little bit here and there, but for the most part, we were trying to just kind of stay focused and not really let it get to us too much, as we were trying to get back into the game as soon as possible, just get going, but you can't really help when things like that happen, and we didn't exactly want to just completely just take advantage of it in that moment, especially since there was a start of the game moment where, so that we could have definitely had a chance to reset it and give them a fair shot. But yeah, it was a little slower, but I think it's probably going to upset more of the later games that we have right now than anyone else.
Yeah, especially the next guys that we got up, Tundra Osprey. That should be a fantastic series. But one more thing before we go, I remember when you hopped in here, you mentioned that you were feeling a little odd the first couple games, something that I also mentioned on the air as well. Some odd touches happened on your part, and you really showed up in the last few games. And how was it on your own? We talked about how you kept the momentum for your team, but how did you figure out your own play style throughout that series?
Well, I think in between the middle of that series, I think it was after they tied the series 2-2. Jinja just said, do I need to play a little bit more third man? And we just were saying, yeah, we could try and stuff, because I can be pretty aggressive player at times. So I felt like maybe if I was a little more aggressive, I could find a better rotation. And it seemed to be finding a lot more rhythm for us. Plus, we didn't have a scrim before this game, which we've had a lot of games in this playoffs. We've had scrims beforehand, so we weren't used to having the normal warm-up as usual. And I think that also affected us starting earlier in the series.
Well, glad you guys were able to close it out. We will see you next Tuesday, my friend, at 10 p.m. for your independent finals. That should be an absolute banger. But this next one, Muskrat, we got a very, very good game between the Tundra and the Osprey. Tundra looked fantastic in their game the other day on Tuesday. And do you think they got it in them to do it again?
I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, they've kept up with, I believe it was... Oh, it starts with an E, Cubics. Help me out here. Who's in the finals?
Entropy.
Entropy, yes. They kept up with Entropy, and they showed why they were able to also be a top team from the last series we saw. As they looked a little shaky at the start, but we just saw the consistency just started to show for them. And Coffee popping off was such a big deal, and I think that if we could see the same replication of what they did Tuesday, we're going to see another Tundra win here. And I would say it's 6.
We'll see what kind of fight the Osprey can put up. I am going to say Tundra in 7. I think we'll have a very close series, and we will have a very delayed 10 p.m. series going into that one. But let's get things going. Let's rock and roll here.
Just apologize to the team. Sorry for the late start. Couldn't give as much ego boosting as we want before you guys, but we know you guys can do that yourselves on the field, so let's see it, boys.
Mike getting in barely on time there, but he does. And
party as usual.
The Osprey going to start things off. I was going to say with a possession, Muskrat, but that ball's in the net.
Starting off the caster curse early here is Cubics as is going to pass it straight down to Rex for a great shot. Osprey taking that early 1-goal lead.
A beautiful shot to start it off here. A nice pass, too. I think a little bit underrated on that one. Good little touchdown, and they got the possession done quickly. And done right. I'm going to be able to clear that one back out. Coffee on it. Shot going to come on again. Great save. Where did Moss come from on that one? A beautiful save. And that car is going to mess me up the whole time. One of the Osprey using the diamond decal from this past season or a couple seasons ago. And not the one who scores it, but finds the back of the net.
Just really popping off right now in game 1 with a pass and now a goal. Is definitely looking to take this series with fire and storm right now. And Osprey with 2 goals lead and only 30 seconds in. Tundra kind of starting a little slow, kind of like how we saw the last series on Tuesday, but it's only game 1, so we got a little ways to go before we can completely say they're out of it.
That's the great thing about these double elimination brackets. You get so many teams playing in back-to-back games to fight for their season, and the lower bracket runs that we've seen from some of these teams have been phenomenal. The Tundra, possibly the biggest in all of P4 so far. Team who was the second best in the league ended up starting in losers 1 because they ended up in the same conference as the best team. And now fought their way back to 3rd, but are going to have some work to do here to fight back in this game.
Yeah. Moving through a lot of this season and just seeing Tundra's progression through the lower bracket, I honestly think it might be advantageous for them to have played this many games and just getting that chemistry down even more. But that's a great demo from Mike, as Moss is going to put that in, and Tundra are on the board, and this is now a 1-goal deficit for them.
A good way to start to get things back, and I think the even more miraculous part is there's still 3.5 minutes on the clock, and we've already had 3 goals. The first 2 coming in the first 30 seconds apiece. So a big, big start here for the Osprey. It's cooled down a little bit. The Tundra got the ice so far. And we'll see if they can continue it here. They got 1 back, and they got a long time here to get the next, but they also have to hold off these attacks, and this one from the Osprey looking good so far. Coffee trying to get it by 1, doesn't quite do so. Touch a little bit awkward. Possession still with the Osprey here. Good shot on. Coffee going to be able to get a nice power clear down to Moss. Recenter, that's a beautiful play. Coffee gets bumped from behind though, and they're going to be able to get out. Ritzy in that diamond decal, that's going to be super confusing, is able to get it out in front of the net, but the Osprey can't make much of it. Whoo, that's a good shot on, but a good save as well from the Osprey. And Coffee's going to catch. He's going to look for the center. Pops it down to Mike. Great jump from Rex, able to stall his momentum from falling straight down. Ritzy can't get a touch, but Rex able to clear it back out with the Tundra applying quite a bit of pressure now. Mike with the dribble, tries to get it over Ritzy, but can't quite do it. Coffee gets the shot on, going to be on target. Turned away, though, by the Osprey. Shot coming back on. Going to save that one, send it out. A lot of midfield play. That shot on. Is anybody back? No! Osprey reestablished their 2-goal lead.
Rex just waiting patiently for Coffee's touch off the wall. Just going to put that clean in as makes the challenge. And I was about to say that Tundra having some good pressure on the offensive side there, but quickly destroyed by the counterattack from the Osprey, and now they're down by 2 cubics. And again, the slow start seems to be continuing for the Tundra.
We'll see if they can regain here. Not looked as crisp and clean as we saw them in their last game. See if they can get it back here in the last minute and a half of this one. But right now the Osprey are buzzing. And hits the back of the net. That is a beautiful set play here. Rex with a beautiful pass.
Just being able to find each other. Rex off the back wall right to who's just going to slide that in. And right now the Osprey are playing really well together. And this is going to be something worrying for Tundra if they keep this up for the rest of the series. And even looking at stats right now, both teams not out shooting per se. I think the Tundra have a couple more shots than the Osprey, but the Osprey clearly being way more lethal right now.
They are. The Tundra need to find something. Haven't been able to just yet. This one's cleared back in by It's over the net. Moss gets a touch. Awkward up in the air. Let's see. Looking for a center. That's going to be cleared back. keeping it in the blue half. Almost Magic Mike. Almost pulls off the lob pass. Into the corner, the demo is going to release this pressure, and Tundra just cannot get anything going here in this game number 1. And the Osprey going to take this 3-goal lead and run to the game 1 win with it. That's a beautiful drop-down pass as well. My goodness. Almost going in the back of the net, but 20 seconds left. The Osprey looked to be in full control of this one.
And really leading the way right now for them, as well as Rex. Ritzy, not too much on the off side of action, but it seems to be that he's doing quite enough right now for the Osprey to be very comfortable with what they're doing on the field right now. And Tundra, I have a question as well, Cubics. Moss, did we see Moss on Tuesday?
Ooh, that is a very good question. I don't know if he played on Tuesday.
I don't think we did. I don't feel like I remember seeing Moss. So a roster change, I would think, is going on for the Tundra as well, and that could be creating some slow starts for them as well.
Well, we'll see what they can do to come back here in this next game. I mean, they did have more shots by 1, but the Osprey put in a much higher percentage of them. Tundra down at about 11% for their shooting percentage. Osprey up at 50. So that's something that they're really going to need to wrangle in here heading in to Aquadome.
And Coffee pulling in the most points for that Tundra team, but him and Mike, Coffee was one of those players from the last series we saw was popping off and scoring lots of goals and creating lots of plays for his team, and also was also part of the reasons why some of the things weren't going the way they wanted to in some of the games. But he seems pretty solid right now, other than just not much pop-off, and I guess I expect a little bit better of a performance from Mike as well. I haven't seen too many of that 50 game. Maybe they've changed up what they're doing a little bit because of the team they're playing against, but I do think after that first game, we should see a different Tundra squad.
You can hear the cars roar to life. Underwater here. Not really a place where either the Tundra or the Osprey can thrive, I guess, in this habitat, but okay. We'll see who does their best. Tundra going to get the first possession here. Mike, not sure what happened there. Moss with the shot on. It's going to be saved away by Ritzy. So the air sends it across. Mike misses again. Coffee trying to clear it out. Moss going to be ready and waiting on the backboard. Nice 50. Keeps it alive, and this one's going to end up being cleared out here. Mike with the catch. The Tundra could have some pressure. Coffee can't get a handle on it. And Moss going to bang it back in, but that could have been a much faster possession here for the Tundra, but they're going to keep some momentum here alive. Mike with the shot on. Whoa! Dangerous whiff from Ritzy. Moss hits it nicely. Gets that waterfall, but it's red on the backboard. Mike trying to center it again. He gets bumped away. Rex going to clear it out to at least half. Coffee into the corner. Can't quite do anything, Mike, with the shot up and away. Moss tries to center it. But Rex is going to carry it away up the sidewall. Coffee with the interception in mid. Going to get the waterfall of his own. Mike is up, but it's cleared away again by the Osprey. Mike being beaten to quite a few balls here to start things off for the Tundra, but they've held strong on the offensive side of the field.
Yeah, they've kept some pretty good pressure going, but there's not really anything they've been able to quite capitalize on that the Osprey have done. The Osprey have played some really good defense so far, and shots like that aren't necessarily going to be able to go through, especially against this defense, so maybe some improvement, but that's a great shot from Ritzy. My goodness.
This tip. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, the touch over Mike ended up being the last man back, and the Osprey 2 minutes into this game have a lead. 1-0.
And that's just what they've been doing in the first game too, Cubics, is Tundra were trying to get some pressure, starting to get pressure, and then all of a sudden the counterattack came, and bam, Osprey were up. And they were up by 4-1. This time, just getting that one goal, but Tundra just don't really seem to have answers still for what the Osprey are doing right now.
See if they can find some here. 2:40 on the clock. Still in that defensive end for Tundra. Ritzy. Gonna get it back out to mid. Good little play. Show mechanics. Finally gets 50. Love saying that name. Ritzy. And try and bring it back out, but Moss clears it back in. On the ball. Pops up. Center. Double commit. Osprey. 2-0.
And I'm not really sure what's happening with Tundra right now. They seem like really aggressive for no reason there. Like, both players going up after that ball, they have so much space on the back. It's not even in their net. It's not something that necessarily has to be stopped, but right now the Osprey are just playing around them. Like, whenever they have the opportunity, they play around them, and oh my, I was a little worried Mike wasn't going to quite get that read, but he does, and Tundra are going to stave that tack.
Osprey.
50.
Still on defense here, though. Ritzy, center, cleared away. Rex pops it back out to mid. Mike up on the ball. Drops it down mid, but doesn't have any support. This one's going to be cleared back out to midfield. Moss up early, gets that center. Coffee there. Can't get another touch on it, though, and Osprey intercept that one. Ritzy with the double on the wall. Doesn't accomplish much. Mike with a shot on. Doesn't get much. Moss. Unable to get a touch on that one. 50's Mike. Still with some pressure here. Ritzy. Good control. Tries to get it over Mike. He does. That one's just off the net. Oh, the 50 could have been in. 3 members of both teams up on that one, and somehow it stays out.
I mean, just a bunch of chaos on the net right there, pretty much. I almost thought I was going to be able to sneak in there, but that was a great play from Ritzy to put it off that backboard, and this is really showing the Osprey are becoming quite dangerous right now, and I gotta say, Tundra is not playing the way they were on Tuesday. They feel, it seems like something's going on. Something seems weird, something just seems not right.
A little bit off today, it seems. I haven't been...
Oh!
My, that man's got no axles. And Rex has no ice. You can't miss that. After you do him that dirty to miss like that. Oh, man. Now the Tundra's laughing. They're looking for a double. Mike pops it up. Coffee's not in position. Neither is Moss. And I think you're right that the team chemistry with Moss in today just not the same as Osprey win 2-0 in Game 2 and take a 2-0 lead in the series.
And we do have confirmation. Rex is sad after missing that one, and I would be too, as that was an amazing fake, but not an amazing finish. But they don't have to need it too much, as they win that one with 2 goals to their team name, and being 100% active, I believe, in all goals right now for Osprey, with 2 more assists to add to that in this game.
Is looking very good. Been very active, as you mentioned. The shots in this one, Osprey 10, Tundra 4. And the pressure just, it's just not there. A piece of that Tundra puzzle missing today. I'm not sure what exactly it is.
I do believe the demos was one of the things that we saw from Tundra a little bit on Tuesday, was getting some demos and stuff, and it doesn't seem like they're as aggressive on that aspect. They have 2, but we're seeing them pull like 4 or 5 in a game, and sometimes they get like 9, and that didn't help them much in some of those scenarios, but they were still being aggressive and really making their team have to think. And right now the Ospreys, they don't really have to worry too much on their defensive side from what we've seen in these games. They've been sitting back, just defending and finding each other and being able to clear that ball away on these counterattacks. They've been excelling, if anything.
That one center very nicely for the Osprey, and they have looked phenomenal throughout tonight.
Oh.
Shot going to be wide. Their shooting percentage as a team still well up in the 30s. The Tundra, with that last game, now fall to 1 in 13 shots over their first 2 games. That is an area that we have not seen the Tundra do anything today. Is the offense. Defense has been nothing but average, as Stick is going to score, and that could very well be the missing piece of the puzzle.
I knew I was missing out on one player who I like to see. Stick was that consistency now that I remember seeing from the game 2. He was that consistent player that was always there when they needed him to be. And now, I think the confidence is going to... Oh my! The confidence is going to start ringing through for this Tundra squad.
That first goal, definitely a good piece. But a 2-game deficit already established. Something that needs to be overturned now.
Ooh.
Oh, off the crossbar. Very close.
Ritzy, my goodness.
Not quite there. Gonna send this one back out to midfield.
I gotta say, I'm so impressed with him. He's been great this series so far.
He really has. It's been kind of all over the field. Maybe not making some of the big plays, but being very consistent all over the field. Not being too flashy, but getting the job done, and that's what we like to see. Osprey do get a center here, but it's going to be cleared back out. Now, with Stick in the lineup, we have to think the Tundra might have a little bit more confidence now, and we'll see if they can continue that confidence here throughout the rest of this game. They found a lead here, too. A center as well. A beautiful shot from Coffee, but that is stopped at its inception by the Osprey defense. They'll look for a goal here. Good save by Coffee. Still dangerous. Waiting in net. Coffee is there. The team bump from... Hey, we were saying he's so consistent, not doing anything super awful. And, yeah, that team bump not looking super good in his resume.
Right now, if you're Ospreys, they're just going to keep settled. They're getting these opportunities to go for these counterattacks still, so they're not quite out of offensive strategy or anything. They're not being completely locked to their side, but I do think that now that Tundra are at their full roster, we're seeing Mike go for demos more, seeing that aggressive play downfield, and that is definitely going to change a lot in this series because, oh my, we weren't seeing that earlier.
Rex gets a touch. The second from Ritzy! It's a beautiful crossfield play. Up the wall, Rex takes this one, gets one. And Ritzy there with the read. Coffee can't get there. We're tied at 1.
Beautiful transition there from the Ospreys. Mike tries to take it away, and Rex just knows how to find that teammate. And right now, tied up in this game, Cubics. Tundra really want this one, especially because if they lose this game, they're going to have to reverse sweep Osprey. And that is not something you want to do, even with just now getting the full roster back in. You really want to take this game and give yourselves the best possible chance to, oh my, the best possible chance of being able to have a very high probability of winning the series, even being down 2-0 right now.
Stick gets a fortunate 50, and this definitely a must-win game for the Tundra. If you don't, reverse sweeps do not happen often. We'd have to see one here. Popped up. Cleared away. Coffee gets a pass off the side wall. Ritzy intercepts. Mike is there. Stick with the backflip and all the way down the field. Ritzy can't get the 50 on, and Osprey had a chance to take the lead. They don't. Stick pops it up, looking for the double. It's cleared away. Coffee there, waiting, ready. Sent all the way back downfield. Tundra going to recollect here, reassess their situation, try and get some offense on this next attempt forward. Mike up early. The second 50 from him is gorgeous, but they clear it out here. Tundra with an opportunity off the board. Shot on. Coffee scores. 30 seconds left. The Tundra take the Game 3 lead.
No longer decaffeinated his coffee as he's going to put his first goal in for the series. And off a great pass as well, coming in from Mike. And Mike with 2 assists in this game, really starting to open up the offense for Tundra now that Stick is back in that mix. And oh, that's a rough kickoff, but see if they can hold on for these last 20 seconds.
It's only 20 seconds. That's what they must be saying right about now, but 20 seconds is a long time in Rocket League. Rex pops it into the corner. Osprey have possession. This is not where you want to be. Oh, a beautiful 50 from Mike. Gets it out. That should be game. All they got to do is spike it. The Tundra do, and they take Game 3, trying to get back into this series.
And now, Osprey find themselves in an interesting spot, winning the first 2 against a Tundra team that didn't have their full roster. And now Tundra getting their first win as well. And didn't see an increase on demos, but definitely an increase and a better result on the scoreboard, which is exactly what the Tundra were looking for in this game, Cubics.
Yeah, much more even game all throughout this one, I think you could argue, but the Tundra finding the extra little edge in this one and are able to hold on. A 2-1 series deficit for them, a 2-1 win in this game. It's funny how that's been paralleled twice now. Osprey won Game 2 to go up 2-0 in the series, and they've won this game, Tundra, 2-1 to bring the series score back to 2-1. So we'll see if that continues, and if we go to overtime in this next game at 2-2, that would be rather comical. Or if the Osprey are going to take it 3-1.
In a 3-1 victory. That's my call. Osprey 3-1 and 3-1. But as we're going into this Game 4, Cubics, again, still a must-win for Tundra, I think, here. You don't really want to go at a match point. But Osprey also got to kind of be hitting, not the panic button, but really got to be wanting this game right here. Because if Tundra come back, it's going to be a momentum swap for sure in this entire series.
Feeling a little bit more comfortable, it seems, with Stick in the lineup. Rex takes it over to Coffee, the last man back, able to catch it, bring it over to himself. Center, Mike catches, is going to have a second touch. The flip reset? Oh, he gets it! That's a nice play. Nowhere near enough power to make it a successful shot on. That almost just goes the length of the field into the blue net. The Tundra get away with one there. Shot going to be on. Woo! Good stop at that start of that shot, as that could have been very dangerous if it had gotten through. Saved by Stick right away. Lots of high flying action, lots of aerial action. That ball is not even around in quite a while, but that transition play from Mike gonna give Tundra the lead, and I think we're seeing a bit of a resurgence here, Musk.
And I was just looking and seeing the pressure coming in from the Osprey there. I was like, they're actually putting some pressure on and consistently, but as soon as that started happening, that's when a counterattack comes in from Mike, and now we're knowing why the Osprey have been getting a lot of those transition goals, because they get long times of periods on the offensive side. It seems like they might be a little bit more of the side of overcommitting or pushing up a little too far on their rotations.
See if they can limit that here. Coffee demoed out. A crucial one there. Good flick up by Ritzy to beat the next, but the Tundra seem to be up a lot more often and faster and not limiting themselves on their plays. Able to maintain some offensive pressure here. They bring it across into the corner. Rex gets a touch back out to midfield. Mike looking for control on the catch. Brings it to his own side. Gets the ceiling shot clear. Coffee. Oh, what a play! The pinch! Is that in? Off the bar! Off the post! It's not in yet! It's cleared away! The Tundra almost got one off a beautifully placed shot from Coffee. They might still stick! Stuffs it in.
As I say, they got away with one there, but in the end, Mike saying we're not done yet and stick with the pre-jump to make that play happen. Great from the Tundra now, and taking that 2-goal lead with 3 minutes left, Cubics. The Osprey have really been turned upside down. The turns have tabled.
The turns have indeed tabled. It's even funnier when you know that a tern is another type of bird as well. So the Coffee not able to get a touch on that. The Tundra's still trying to get it out here, but the 2-goal lead looking good. Oh, the whiff from Mike. That's gifted. And Coffee able to get back on it and make the play. Good touch over by Rex. Oh, what a redirect. Coffee there again, though. The defensive hero for the Tundra on this play.
Coffee quicker than a morning commute right now. Definitely making his touches very valuable. Oh, as I say that, it's a very valuable touch for the Osprey.
Yeah, third time's the charm here for the Osprey, leaving Coffee as the last man back. 2 times they've saved it away. Coffee can't make the play, and it's in the back of the net. Osprey find one coming back their way. You know, if my prediction stays correct, I think a 2-2 OT game is on the cards here. Unfortunately, it can't finish tied, but I think Tundra are going to look to try and take it.
Tundra on a good track to make my prediction pretty good, too, after Osprey won those first 2. This is very tricksy. The Osprey is starting to kind of just run around each other a little bit too much, I'd say. Not looking like the more solid defense we saw earlier in the series.
Offense been good, but the defensive consistency starting to show itself. Ooh, the defensive inconsistency, I should say, starting to show itself. And the Tundra taking advantage of that, holding them in their own half quite a bit here. Mike with the shot going to go over the net. Rex keeps it clear. Ritzy still trying to push it out. Still in this orange half. Bang down. Mike intercepts it at half. He's going to have one more touch. Tries to get the flip reset. He does. Able to get the wave dash. Preserves some of that momentum. Stick in the corner. Awkward read. Beautiful double. Better save by Magic Mike in net. Keeping the Tundra up 2-1. And
Mike definitely knows how to move that car around and getting that save. Quite impressive defense there from Tundra, especially keeping that 1-goal lead right now. But it's gonna put one close. Very scary right now as Tundra are back on that defensive side. We've been seeing a lot more Osprey offense this game specifically now, Cubics, and it's a good thing, but at the same time they're still losing.
They've gotten back on their offensive game and able to get the clears that they need, but the defensive inconsistency, like you said, still there just a bit. This Tundra team looking different. Not that same 1-13. That, well, I don't even know what that is, like 8% shooting percentage that we saw in the first 2 games at Mossing. With Stick back in the lineup, they look much more cohesive, much more together. They're gelling, and they've gotten 2 games in a row. If Stick can spike it, he does, and the Tundra take game 2, tie up the series. Here we go, Muskrat.
A 2-1, another one. And now Osprey did get a goal back, but we saw a lot more saves coming out from Tundra in that game. 6 saves, and only 8 shots from Osprey. One of them not making it, and one making it in right now. And this is definitely not the goals we were seeing from them earlier. Is they were making a lot more plays off the transition, and I haven't really seen too much transition plays from them since Stick has been in that lineup. Might be really being a stick in the mud for them right now when it comes to stopping them on their transitions and not letting them clear out.
Well, this should be a very, very interesting game here. An incredibly close series. Every game decided by 1 goal since they had Stick subbed in. And we'll see now if that going to be the deciding factor. Stick seems to be holding this team together. And the Tundra look good because of it, but not off this kickoff. A beautiful save by Coffee. Are they able to get up with it again? They do catch back up. Tundra actually have a good counter here. Off that kickoff, awkward. The Osprey thought they had an open chance, but on the return, the Tundra still looking dangerous, in fact. Oh, a great bounce from Ritzy, though. Good play to, I guess almost 50 it with the wall. Off that corner. A nice little pop. Keeping the possession for Osprey. Pop up, Ritzy. Can't beat Coffee. Good 50. Rex. Centering. Sticks. Clearing. Tries to ask another question of the Tundra's defense. Doesn't need to. Stick gets by. Mike waiting on the sidewall. Leaves it be. Rex gets by. Mike drives him off of it. Just using his car. Not needing a bump. Not needing a demo. Just needing the body. Stick tries to drop it down. Good save. Mike keeping the possession alive in the corner for the Tundra. Good 50. Pop back up for Stick. This one goes wide. Up the wall. Rex on this one. Pops it up across. Shot. Not there. Coffee. That's popped. Oh, the waterfall. Good read from the defense inside the net to save that one. Maybe taking a little bit too long on that one. Can't get the clear. Stick needs to be on this quick. Can't get to it. Up on it. The defense running low on boost for Tundra. Coffee's got full, but nobody else has much of anything. That's going to be Coffee, the one to clear it out. A weak second touch. The boost grab, the recoil now for the Osprey back on. The Tundra have not gotten back on offense in a while here, Musk.
And both teams not really getting too many quality opportunities either. Tundra being locked in their half for this side, but getting the earlier pressure from their squad. But both teams only having 2 shots on both sides. And the offenses are really not coming out right now in this game, but more of like the midfield play and stopping people before they get opportunities to come in. And as Hm's going to clear that away, a great clear. Mike's there again to pick it up in the midfield and try to take it back to their side. This is what both teams have been doing to each other in this game.
That would have been nasty. A great play in the midfield to try and get a shot on target there. This could be good. With the shot. Double tap. He tries to go for the second pass, but can't hit the target. Unfortunate there. Mike across the Coffee. Shot on. Going to be wide. Second attempt. Mike pops it back over the net. Stick. Going to be the next one up to bat here, but his number not called. Cleared away. Ritzy leaves it. The Tundra expecting a touch from Ritz. They're going to be able to clear it back out here, though. They finally found a little bit of offensive pressure in the last minute or so. The Osprey held them in their own end for quite a bit. We'll see if they can transition back out. Still 0-0 here. 1:45 on the clock. Going for the center. Finds Ritzy in the mid. Pops it up. Coffee with the strong clear. Gonna get another one. In the corner. Trying to get it out. Pinch center. Ritzy up. Clears it down. Coffee waiting. Tundra looking to get another opportunity. The 50 is beautiful from the Osprey, though, as this one's cleared all the way back out. But the Osprey have full control. Minute 15 on the clock. Mike misses. Rex does too. Both men floundering at the back. Cleared all the way out again, and both teams still trying to find a hole.
I feel like both teams know the weight of this game right now. Like, they know that if they lose this game, it could very well be that the series might be over for them, even though they'll only be down by one game in the series that they need to win 4 in. But it seems like both teams playing very safe, very much trying to keep themselves from surrendering the golden goal. And Coffee with a great flick, but is going to be there to save it away. But both teams just really trying to keep that defense locked down.
They've done so very well so far. Coffee with the save on the defensive end. Gets a 50 as well. Makes it awkward. Ritzy pops it up. Stick has to avoid the bump. Caught near post. Shot wide. Double commit from the Tundra. The Osprey have a chance here. 10 seconds left. Tundra showing some nerves. Great center. Rex shot scores! Rex with the go-ahead goal with 4 seconds on the clock. The Osprey look to take game number 5.
And with the bump in the net on Coffee with 4 seconds left, Cubics. What a play. All 3 had to commit, and it was the moment they needed to. And now Tundra really have to keep this up, or else they are going to be down and heading into a match point, 2 match points games that they have to play.
Uh-oh, Mike does too. The 50 still good. Stick can't get there. Coffee keeps it up. Gets a clear, gonna need some help. The 50 is there, but it drops in front of the net. So tantalizingly close for the Tundra. Showing that 4 seconds may barely be enough, but it is not to be this time around, as Neo Tokyo could be the last map of the Tundra season.
One thing also to notice from Tuesday with this Tundra team is I felt like more of them were getting involved on the physical play, but throughout this series I've just seen Mike getting mainly all the demos and stuff, and I feel like I don't really know who in the last series was getting more, but it was definitely not just a one-person thing that was happening for them, and I think that might be what's causing them maybe a little bit of their issues on their offense, is not quite being able to be as aggressive as they want to be. And the Osprey right now also just playing it safe till they really had to go in all at the end, and that was a pretty insane pass play and bump just to end that game with 4 seconds left. But Tundra are going to have to win 2 in a row now, Cubics, and it's going to be a hard hill to climb against this Osprey team, who was very solid on defense that last game.
No strangers to trying to make comebacks. We'll see if they can do it here. Neo Tokyo, the last destination we head to before Champions Field. That is, if the Tundra can take us there. Stick.
Well, now I can't be right.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. I mean, I think they'll make 7, so we'll see. We'll see if they can get 2 games in a row. They look so good. The Osprey, not so great up against the Titans of this league. In the Entropy, 4-1 in the upper bracket finals. Still will have to tango with them once again on Thursday. Great save from Coffee.
Woo!
Cleared away. Mike out to mid. Drop pass. Ritzy up over the bar. Cleared out. Back in, looking for the drop down. Gets it, but well read by the Tundra. Ritzy trying to dangle around some Tundra players, trying to make moves in her own corner. Gets some close quarters possession. Ritzy gets a nice little touch, trying to keep it here. Gets that clear, looking for the backboard. Coffee is there. Gets a powerful clear back out to midfield. Good catch by Rex there, though. Coffee wins the 50, gets it back on the orange side of the field. Mike gonna follow, shot on, great save by on the back of the field. Coffee pops this one up over the net. Not a golden opportunity on transition for the Tundra they can't capitalize on.
And a little bit of panic there in the back of the net from the Ospreys. We saw a triple commit coming out, but they're still in the safe zone right now, but they had some pressure, and now Tundra coming back at another double commit. Out of boost might be what's causing a bit of this panic, is just not being able to find much boost on the field. Rex waiting, but right now Tundra kind of seemed okay with Osprey pushing into them a little bit.
Stick missed the corner boost twice, and that could be super costly as Ritzy finds the back of the net. Stick can't get much more than a bump, but that's a beautiful little flip play. Hits it with the end of it too. Finds the open side of the net. And the Osprey are in the lead.
I may have been wrong about the game amount. Oh, caster curse coming in hot.
Let's see if we get it here. Let's clear back out. Underneath fines. That's it. Mike throwing it back to their own corner. Stuck there for now. It's in the 50s. Ritzy next up. His number's called. He answers it very well. Shot just over the bar from Rex. Ritzy still lurking in the midfield. Can't find the pressure. Cleared back across by This one's back at Mike with some pressure here. Tries to flick it over, rushes it a little bit, doesn't get the touch he wanted. Mike now with the tip to keep possession across stick. Not able to get the shot. Coffee up, going to be a little late. Another set of whiffs. Unfortunately, that's going to go all the way down for the Osprey. And in a crucial game, you can't have that happen.
Oh, the Tundra. Gotta be kicking themselves after not being able to make contact on that one, but you can't really blame them, as Osprey also had people who were missing touches and stuff. But a very awkward game for everyone but who's the only person over 200 points right now. Oh my.
Super close. Coffee trying to get another shot on. Super save. Called out by the announcer, but never on target. Mike trying to get that 50. Coffee takes it up the wall. It's going to be beat to that ball, though. The Tundra playing these balls a little bit too far ahead of themselves. Before they can catch up to it, an Osprey is there. And they've never had precise possession in this game. Awkward touch, stick. Flipping into rotation, I think, ended up in front of that ball. Cleared out by Coffee, good pinch. Can they get a man on? A demo comes through, stick. Looking for a center, Coffee not able to get anything. A touch by the Osprey, nice, making it really awkward for Mike to get that. And they're going to keep the Tundra in their own end for now. Coffee going to clear. This got to be a possession where they score.
And the Osprey, they really don't have to do too much else other than just play solid right now, because Tundra seem a little shaken after those first 2 goals, especially now that a minute is ringing. They really got to be starting hitting the panic button now, because their season is on the line for this game, and with the 2 goals, so Tundra is really starting to look very shaky.
You can tell the nerves getting to him a little bit. 30 seconds left on the clock. Coffee can't get the touch. The Osprey have found their way back onto offense somehow. Sends it back into the opposite corner. Double commit from the Osprey. This could be the Tundra's gap. They don't find it. Shot on him! Oh! Gonna score and ice it for the Osprey. They're going to take Game 6 on Neo Tokyo and end the Tundra season.
All you gotta say for this whole entire series, Cubics, is, that man has been everywhere and been causing so much havoc for the Osprey, and Tundra have just not found the answers to this. And even with having their starting roster coming back, Osprey's able to overcome the difficulties of that 2-game comeback, and they've finished the series off in 6. Thank goodness I got one thing right.
You did indeed. The Tundra out of the lobby, out of the season. Going to finish up in 3rd place. Unfortunately for them, they get taken down in 6 games. And you also have to think, what could have been for the Tundra if Stick had been there in the first couple of games. Mossy and he comes out after that 2nd game, and Tundra go even the rest of the way. Oh boy, what it could have been if he had been here the whole time. Unfortunately enough for the Tundra. All of them sitting below 200 points, like he said. And just an unfortunate way for their season to come to the end. But hey, Osprey, they got another date with the Entropy next Thursday.
Big date for them as well. Now, getting that huge win over the Tundra, who was that Entropy rivals and stuff in their division, so gotta be feeling good about this one, and definitely gotta be feeling good about going into next week. But we have one more match for this evening, Ray Cubics. Tell me, what do we got as our final match of the day?
Got another follow-up to a fantastic banger of a game that we got last week. We got the Embers up against the Titans. That one should be a phenomenal game. If we want to take a quick look at that here, The Embers and Titans, they've faced off once in this playoffs already. If we take a quick look at the A playoff bracket here, the Embers lost in 6 to the Titans the last time around, but since then, 4-0 over the Jesters, 4-2 over the Cougars, who went down to the Ravens in 5 in that first round. So this is about to be a very, very good game. If the same Embers that we saw last time come out and play here against the Titans, this could be a great series.
I definitely look forward to this one, as the Titans, a former org I was in, but shout outs to them. But this is going to be a very good match, as Titans coming off a loss, Embers coming on 2 wins, so it's going to be interesting to see what these teams do to each other and how close the series is going to be.
So that going to come up here after the break. We'll be back in just a few minutes with that game. Going to get everything set up for the last game of the night. Hello and welcome back to RLPC. We're back with our last game of the night, going to be the Embers versus the Titans. Should be a barn burner here, Muskrat.
Definitely looking forward to this series. Both these teams coming in hot, especially on their seasons, and right now, both teams really wanting to come in with some momentum going to that finals if they can take this win. We've had a trend of 4-2s all day. I'm going to say it's not going to end up being a 4-2, but we might see either dominance or just sheer competitiveness from both teams.
That could very well be the case here. The Embers were looking very, very good last time that they were on stream on Tuesday, and the Titans, I mean, one of the best teams in the league all season. You can't take much away from them, but this is going to be a good matchup. Embers definitely a team on the up and up. Titans have been very steadily chugging along as what some would consider that second best team in all of A this season, and no matter what, this is going to be a very close matchup.
It is definitely going to be, I think, close as well. I've seen this Titans team play. I played on this Titans team. It's a great org. Embers, also, we've seen them play on stream recently, and they have looked quite fantastic as well. Taking out a Cougars team that was known for reverse sweeping one time. But they weren't able to do it against the Embers, and if the Embers get an early start, I don't know if the Titans are going to be able to come back if they fall behind. And I also got to say the same for the Embers, though. If both teams get an early lead, I feel like they might be able to take the series just by sheer being able to win out by the momentum and just consistency all around.
Well, we'll see if we can get that done. So we wait on, I believe, the Embers to get in the lobby here. A little tidbit here for the Embers, and talking with X the other day, they're running with their main roster and kind of for the playoffs temporarily hiring in a different sub in a player from, I believe, I forget what the affiliate is, but under the Bobcats organization, KO from the single A team there. I believe it's the Jaguars. Actually, no, Jaguars is above. I forget what they're called. Leopards. I'm gonna go with Leopards.
Leopards.
For
yeah,
200.
Leopards is single A.
I think so. From the Leopards, they're gonna be using KO as their sub for the rest of the playoffs. So we could end up seeing him in this game at some point if they decide to do sub in somebody, and in hopes that that sub will make their team better. Might even end up being part of the starting roster at some point. We'll see. But their lineup should be X, Zen, or Chef, Speed, and then KO as their sub. So it should be a very good series when we get in.
KO, definitely a very strong player to have on your squad, especially in the sub role as well. Not really a player you want to underestimate in this single A matchup. Even if you are a very strong Titans team, you got to really be taking these Embers teams serious, as they've been able to take games and take series off teams that have definitely looked on or close to being able to compete, but at the same time, the Embers just be able to be a lot stronger than most teams when they're feeling on.
We will see. Waiting on the Embers to get in.
Embers.
Making sure that they're going to be in the lobby before we get things started. So yeah, okay. I think we're good on that. Getting everybody wrangled into the lobby. But yeah, this should be a great game. Gonna check and see what these teams have in terms of history this season. And see what kind of matchup we're in for. We know that in that first round, Titans took it in 6, but now running back with maybe a little bit stronger roster considered by this Embers team. We'll see if they can make that.
Here they are. I'm just gonna give a quick shout out to my boys Sosa and Prisma on Titans in that org. Y'all my family forever, bruh. I love y'all, but no bias. No bias. We always call these things straight down the middle. Just gotta give shout outs to my boys, but this is definitely gonna be a very telltale series. Both teams have to play the Ravens after this, if whichever wins Cubics, and the Ravens have been insane this season.
Yeah, the Ravens have been nuts. At one point, I believe 14-0, if I'm correct, or 13-0 at least. Looking phenomenal, and definitely a team to watch out for. I think they've only lost one game in the playoffs so far to the Cougars. They swept the Titans, I believe, and now sit with the game advantage in the finals as well. And looking back a little bit on the season, though, the one time that the Titans did play the Embers in the regular season, it was a 3-0 for the Titans. So not looking too good in their track record. That also was not too long ago, right at the end of June. Now we're in the middle of July, so it's like 3 weeks ago these guys played, and it was not pretty for the Embers. But we'll see if they can get back to winning ways.
One thing we have seen throughout these playoffs, Cubics, is that there's always been some difference with the playoff atmosphere. Like, something about it just makes teams play a bit different, makes people care a bit more, try a bit harder, and as we get into this series, Cubics, I expect both these teams to want this series quite at the top of their wants, pretty much. Yeah.
Season wish list. Nobody wants to go out in third. Nobody wants to get third. If you're here, come on, you got to get to the finals. Third place, honestly, not a bad spot. But if you're here, you know these teams are going to be wanting that championship. And for all the games that we've had today, it's going to be a momentous occasion on Tuesday or Thursday, no matter when their finals game is. It's going to be a tough matchup. They got to get by the other one first. Titans looking to get some possession off here. Jeffrey sending it down. Godzilla there using one of the new Nike decals. Godzilla sending the pass back. Popped up. Center. Different. Oh, my. What a tip from Different. He is just built that way.
Jeffrey, the pass right off the wall. Different up to just make the touch in and eat them up is that monster. And now the Titans are going to take a 1-goal lead. Not even a minute into game one.
With the monster, I'm a bit confused. Are you talking about the goal explosion or Different himself? Because he is looking fantastic so far. As that one's centered back, Dak's going to be able to clear it out. Jeffrey. Not going to get a touch. Not going to do it. Different. Going to be able to get that clear. Pop. Jeffrey. There. Embers. X. Going to be able to save that one away. Speed. Looking at it in the corner. One of those guys that we know is going to be on their main lineup going throughout the rest of this playoffs. Jeffrey with the catch. Popped up. Speed. Sending it down over the backboard. Double tap. No good. Different. Going to be able to clear it out, though. Godzilla pops it off. Different there. Bit of a team bump. Godzilla can't catch up to it after it. Cleared all the way back down, and the Titans have to play some defense here. But it's not something that they've had to do a lot, as they're going to be able to pot in a second one from their own end. That monster's back, baby.
Just eating these goals up right now is Different's just going to get clear across the field and catching the Embers in rotation. No one really ready for a long shot on the net. And now Embers looking at this 2-goal deficit, and you got to be wondering, what do we got to do here? Because it just seems like at each moment, whenever there's an opportunity, the Titans are just taking advantage of those scoring chances and putting them away right now. And Embers, they had that chance, a couple of chances, but as far as we've seen, nothing quite that was able to make the Titans too uncomfortable.
A little bump at mid. Ball finally gotten back out by the Titans. The center is there, but nobody able to chase it. Jeffrey going for the double, gets two. Godzilla looking for the shot, can't quite get it. Different, the last man back, he's alone though. Sends it into the corner. Jeffrey caught off guard, a shot going high from X. The 50. Jeffrey gonna center it. Godzilla pops it up. Speed. Tip from different shot, gonna be just wide. Godzilla. Center, Pixel, no good.
Embers just really seem to be a bit awkward. Oh, there it is. X just puts one in with 1:45 now. As I say it, just caster curse me all the time.
That's a great little read on the double. Finds the top shelf, making it as hard as possible, putting it off the crossbar and in, but hey, it's in the net. You'll take it. Doesn't matter how it gets there as long as it does. The Embers only in a 1-goal hole. Over the bar. Speed. Sends it down different. Keeping the offensive possession alive. Off the side wall, center. Not there. Godzilla with the pinch. No good. Down Jeffrey. Odd touch, but keeps the possession alive in the corner. Godzilla gets a bit of a waterfall in the backboard. It's different. Puts a touch into some space, or at least where he thought there was space. Speed was there, though. The Ember's going to try and make something happen on this offensive possession. The only goal they've scored is in transition. You can't keep doing that if you want to beat this Titans team.
Now, Titans on that defensive demo comes out. That's an open shot. That's going to go in. Speed putting another one in, and now this game is tied up, and Titans looking to have that strong start, but Embers come right back, Cubics.
Godzilla caught no man's land, and there was no man left in the net for Titans. And that's going to be the equalizer. Goal. The Embers desperately needed to get back into this game. Ooh. Whiff for the Embers. They're going to be able to clear it down, but scary moment. That one's popped up. 50X shot on. Very close to going in. Godzilla going to be there. It popped up again by the Titans. Jeffrey, a little awkward, but nothing too bad. Godzilla going to be able to turn on that one. Clear it down. Popped up from Speed off the ceiling. Can't quite get to it again. X going to look to take it out. Try and come back from the 2-goal deficit for the Embers, but it's going to take until overtime for them to do that as they spike it. Oh, good keep up by Godzilla. Jeffrey looking for the center. Going to be cleared away. That one gets another bounce off the wall somehow, but we're going to overtime, Muskrat.
And looking at both these teams, it's been pretty even so far as what we've seen. We've seen the Titans pop off earlier in the early half game one. And then the Embers have come back now as we see the Titans with a quick chance. Gonna be cleared away fast, as a lot of plays in this game have been getting quick chances, but also been great defense. But looking at both sides, the shots, both teams have the same amount of shots, and that is gonna be the one that matters most, as Jeffrey's just going to ice OT with a great flick.
Ooh, waited till that bounce. Perfectly timed flip. Places a near corner. Jeez. Little hook shot action. Chef's gone. We'll have to see what happens there.
I am currently not connected to the Rocket League servers.
Oh, that's fun. We'll get you back in here in a moment, but
I think I'm still in, though.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We'll get you back in. But Titans out shooting Embers 8-7. So very close in that regard. But it felt like their chances were a little bit more substantial throughout, and we will have to see what they can do in this next one.
Definitely the Embers not having the worst showing, but I believe Chef was one of those players that we were seeing pop off on Tuesday who was really making a difference for this Ember squad, not getting any shots. Really like to see him get a little bit more active in the offenses. He was really popping off, making crazy plays for them. But right now, the Titans, Different and Jeffrey, have been my two guys who have just been really tearing up the field. Godzilla's had a couple of awkward moments here and there, but as we've seen, it hasn't been enough to completely derail them from what they want to do.
Well, we're going to have to wait to see Chef again in the series. The man himself, KO, coming into the series as the sub from an entirely different team in A-League. The lowest rated MMR in his roster. Is eligible to play in this game, and Embers are going to use him as their fourth for what will be the remainder of the season. Embers up, Different. Going to be their speed. Takes it through. KO tried to make a play using that wonderful true neutral decal. It's going to be cleared back out, and the Titans looking to make something happen on this offense, but it's going to be cleared out by KO. We'll see if he can be the difference maker. So far, he has. Great setup for speed, and the Embers strike first.
Beautiful bump here from KO, and Godzilla trying to take his time, but KO is not allowing it to happen, and Speed is just going to take that like almost like it's set up for him like a golf ball. Just put it right off the tee into the net.
And it's beautiful to start it off. Oh, that touch as well from Jeffrey, looking crispy, but it's not going to be on target. The Embers need a little bit more life in them here with KO. Looking a little bit better already. Going to take it back for some possession now. Play a little bit in their own end. See if they can get back out onto offense anytime soon. Good bump. Godzilla going to be on that, but loses the 50 to X. Up KO going to be able to clear it. Jeffrey there. KO going to get the shot on. Going to go over the bar. X trying to keep that possession alive. Speed is back. The 50 on Jeffrey the first time. Different going for the demo. Gets it. But Jeffrey is tackled through that smoke. And the Embers don't really allow much of anything to happen there, and are going to try and make something happen on this attack. The demo comes out, though. Could be a hindrance to that, but the shot on. Beautiful. Little redirect. KO trying to make ends meet through the corner. It gets it center, but can't find much more than that as the Titans bring it back out and look to restart their offense.
And I've been watching Godzilla's point of view for a little bit, and on that defensive series before they cleared away, he's really running low on boost, didn't really have any opportunity to go for 100, had to always be turning back to get to that defensive spot. Really suffering with what the Embers are doing to them on their offensive possessions, just draining that boost. But Titans were able to overcome that so far, and that's a great counter, but saved away by X. But right now, just looking at some of the players for Titans, it seems like the Embers are trying to get the boost out of their pocket. Different. Almost having a banger right there.
Almost, but the redirect could not come to fruition, as the Embers still hold strong on that 1-goal lead. Or not. Different, making up for it.
Just like that, say the words, and they do not happen. Different, coming off the touch from the ceiling from Speed. Must not have got a hold of it the way he wanted to, but Different there to make a great play, put that right on net, and the Embers didn't really have anything they could do about that one, other than just hit the ball better.
Absolutely. We'll see if they can hit the ball better at the end of this game. 2 minutes left. Apologies for the audio issue. We're back. Godzilla. Oh, good on that one. KO sending it down. KO with the tee up. Different making the save. He's been the difference in this one. Been a name that's been everywhere for the Titans on defense, on offense, on the score sheet, off of it. Been
What
there,
is
go
going
to.
on?
Just chaos reigning out in the Titans' net. The Embers unable to capitalize on it, though, and the Titans going to try and get counterattack to go the other way. KO touches it off to the side. Good 50. Jeffrey shot. That's going to be over the bar. Caught net demo is there. Speed gets it over one. KO with a 50 over the next. Popped up. X gonna be there only to tap it down. Speed can't get the 50. KO. Gotta stay out is different. Gonna send it back down the field. The Embers need to score here to try and even up the series. Jeffrey. Through the corner, no good. Cleared out. X tried to get that center, but it goes wide. Different. Was looking for a redirect, but isn't quite going to find it. The Titans have some offense going here. Double commit from the Embers. Can the Titans take advantage? Good spike down. Jeffrey goes up, but it's popped over him. Godzilla waiting at the back line. It's his time now to shine. Gets one more touch. It's not over the defense. Different. Looking to get it past. KO wins at 50. Embers now on offense. Through the corner. Awkward touch. X can't get there. Still up in the air. Godzilla trying to spike it and does. We're in overtime.
That was terrifying. I thought there was about to be an awful own goal on 4-second mark, and thank goodness Jeffrey was not able to do that. But right now, Embers seem a little bit more revitalized than they did in that first game. They seem a bit more aggressive and a bit more confident in their play style. KO has definitely played very well in this game, I would say. Leading his team with score and stuff. Really just putting the stats on it at this moment. But what they really need right now is the winning goal, Cubics.
Absolutely. The Embers need to put some ice on it. Unlike them, as we've seen, they're starting to heat up. They gotta ice this game ASAP. Underwater, not somewhere Embers thrive. But we'll see if they can this time. The center is there. Speed can't get the cut. Pixel up for the double. Does he read it? Nah, can't get a touch. He read it, but not perfectly. Godzilla with it for the Titans in the corner. KO powers it off that corner again, looking for the center. Finds a teammate. Gonna look for another center, but can't find a lane. The Titans get it back out. Some interference on the back line. Speed pops it over one. Does he have the air dribble all the way over? He does. The pinch is there. It's off the post out. Jeffrey with the save. The Titans get away with one there. A minute and a half into overtime. Somehow we're not done yet.
Pain. Just utter pain right there on that beautiful air dribble from Speed. He feels bad. I thought he was gonna put it right in off that crossbar. That's one of those plays you always see people get it right to the crossbar, and you're like, yeah, that's going down. But right now, the Titans thinking they're lucky stars that that crossbar has been quite the friend to them this overtime.
We'll see if it continues to be that friend. X over off the backboard. KO just wide. Shot gonna go wide again. Jeffrey with the save. Sends it across his net. A little car control maneuver from Speed to try and get Jeffrey off of that one. Using his body the best that he can. Speed will corral in around that. Embers had quite a bit of possession there. We'll see if they can get back into that blue half promptly. They do. But the Titans have control. The power slide actually anti-helping Jeffrey there. I think the word for anti-helping is hindering, so we'll use that from now on instead of whatever words that was. But finally the Titans are able to break out onto offense. Off the wall, wow, that bounce was very weird. But these two teams are very tight.
Right now, a lot of even. 3 minutes into overtime right now. KO with a, oh my, great fake off the backboard. Kind of risky, but KO's been kind of just all over some of these plays. Like that shot we saw across the beginning. Just shooting into the net, trying to get there, but couldn't quite make that touch. But It's just definitely gotta be something that's scary for the Titans, just thinking this guy's willing to dive in overtime right at the net and just creates all sorts of havoc. And now has the ball with the pass middle. There's the shot. The Embers starting to find some good passing and good organization now.
Oh, might not matter. The demo comes in. The misread, though, from the defense. Titans have a lot of pressure here. What can they do? 4 minutes in. A momentous game to take for either side. Titans still trying to control offense, but they lose it for now. A dangerous ball. Good touch by Godzilla. Can he get back to it? He does beautifully, but X is still there. The 50 center. KO gets it. Bang downfield. Good save by Pixel up early. Both teams reading each other like books. X with the shot on. It won't be good. Flick across. Shot on. Goes in. Jeffrey ends the game. 4.5 minutes into overtime. We're finished.
2 overtimes. 2 overtime Jeffrey goals. This man has got ice in his veins right now, Cubics, and he is finishing all these games no matter how long it takes for them.
A wonderful, wonderful play at the end of that game to ice it for the Titans, and now they go up 2-0 sub. Did not work, unfortunately, for the Embers. It was so close for that entire game, but they could not find the winner at the end. And we'll see if they can here on DFH.
And looking at the Embers, KO with 500 points, but only 1 shot. No, this man is very good at putting shots on the net and being dangerous on the offensive. Would like to see a little bit more incorporation, but the 6 demos also, I'm questioning where these demos were coming in at, because only 1 goal to show for it doesn't really seem like it's been that much of a help at this point in the game, in both these games now. But I think the Embers really just need to focus on playing with each other. They have some great passing plays. They just got to work on playing around the Titans when they get in those awkward moments on the transition, because there's been a couple times the Titans have had a rough time on a transition, but they were able to bail themselves out with their last man.
We'll see if they can do that some more. A little bit of new speed coming out of the game for the Embers, and they're bringing the one and only Chef back in. See if they can start cooking something up here. And hopefully the Embers can get back on top. We're waiting for him to join back up on to the lobby. The Titans 2, Embers 0 as we head into game number 3.
Being the Embers here, I really gotta say, doing a lot of roster changes during a series can really be a hindrance for you at times, because you're not getting a consistent roster going at the same time, and you're not building or at least keeping the same chemistry going on. Even though there's a loss, like sometimes it's better to leave in a roster so that way they can keep playing together and keep finding things that they can do with each other to benefit their team. But Embers thinking that they could probably do a bit, maybe Chef is the answer to what's been happening to them, but as of right now, I don't think their playstyle has been terrible against the Titans. They've done well in most of the games. They just haven't been able to get the finish in overtime that they need.
See if they can find the finish in this one, as the Embers looking to get on some possession. Titans fell here for the first 45. Shot on X back. Touch is going to be weak into open space. Titans going to take advantage of that. Jeffrey looking for the center. Gets another touch off the backboard. Shot from difference just wide. But that one from Godzilla is not. He has arrived.
Jeffrey trying to make it awkward in there. Different coming in with that shot quick. But Zilla, with the 3rd man positioning, is able to come across and just take a hard shot up to the top bins. And the Embers are not going to save that after just the chaos that Jeffrey and Different put them through.
A minute in, Titans looking to go up 3-0. Chef finds KO just wide off the point where the post and crossbar meet. And instead of in, it goes out. We saw one of those corners picked beautifully yesterday, or just Tuesday, excuse me, in one of the series, and can't quite find the same ice there for KO. Chef is going to send it wide, and Chef was the real difference maker. He was having a heck of a night on Tuesday, but hasn't looked the same here. Game 1, almost invisible. We'll see if he can get back up to that MVP kind of caliber that we've seen him play at in the past, namely in one of the other seasons, one of the most hyped up players from Independent coming into A. And he's looked just as good in A throughout the season, and we'll see if he can get back to that form here. The Embers do have some offense. We'll see what Chef can cook up here.
Chef also in that series. Oh, Kaio is now going to put one in for the Embers and tie this game up as Chef gets the pass. Couldn't quite get the touch, but the Titans expecting it, you know? Expecting Chef with that great mechanical ability to get that touch, but instead doesn't make the read, and Kaio comes in for a clean finish, and now game is tied up again. And this is kind of how the story's been going for most of this series, Cubics. Just both teams slugging it out, hitting a goal against each other, and then coming back as Godzilla gonna just put in another to put Titans up by 1.
That an unfortunate series of events off the kickoff, but Godzilla is going to get his second of the night. But a beautiful play, good creation from Chef on that last one for the Embers, and a beautiful finish by KO. And Godzilla finds his second right off the kickoff, looking for the third here. He might well get it. Beautiful save at the last second from Chef, though. He's going to be able to keep that one out for now. X going to clear it down. Try and find Chef in the corner. Not going to quite do anything there. KO waiting. Shot across. No good. Jeffrey. Trying to clear it, but can't quite do that. X off the wall. Looking to the air dribble. A demo in net. The 50 from KO goes wide, but a double from the Titans. Up center, the last one trying to get a bump. KO still finds the back of the net somehow through all of that chaos. The Embers tied up.
Then just seeing 3 players jumping for that ball off the backboard, and the one person who does make contact is KO to put that in now. And we're tied up once again, Cubics, and as we've been saying, every game just going back and forth and stuff, and this, I don't know if what the Embers are looking for in terms of difference in their gameplay, but every game, no matter who they put in, they keep tying it up and not going away, and I wouldn't even be surprised if we see a third overtime.
At this point, me neither. We'll see what the Embers have for him. Shot on, no good. But the Embers still have that possession. Godzilla can't quite make that read.
Oh.
Up in the air, a missed touch. Down, beautiful pass by Exotic. Down to Chef. That's in the back of the net. The Embers take a lead.
I was very worried about Exotic being up for this because it looked like he was almost a little too early, but he made the right play in getting the touch over to where his teammates were to help them finish off the play, knowing that even though just one player was back, it was a very awkward ball in the first place, and it's definitely going to catch him off guard, but Jeffrey already trying to return the favor right back to him. And I gotta say, both these teams just so explosive going against each other, transitioning and just getting these goals out of just nowhere sometimes.
Very close on that play. Godzilla can't quite get up to it. Different. Clears it all the way down. Can't find a way through the defense on that attempt. X gonna try and clear it out, but the Titans, they have to score here. Not a position they thought they'd be in, but they're now down by 1 with just 30 seconds left on the clock. Shot gonna come on. Great save. That shot stopped at its inception. And the Ember's gonna look downfield once again. Good center. Sent across by Chef. X keeping it alive. Sent all the way down. Powered back in. The Embers looking to make a play. Chef dishes it in the back of the net. Embers surely going to take game 2 or 3. Game 3. I promise. I can read.
But Different getting awkward in that corner, couldn't make the read off the bounce, and then Jeffrey just left really kind of in a really bad predicament. And Chef, something you've really got to now worry about as the Titans. Chef is getting warm, and we saw what happened when Chef was starting off just hot in the last series he played. He's getting flipped resets, going for air dribbles, and if Chef starts doing stuff like that to the Titans, their defense is going to have to step up a whole nother level.
Absolutely. The Embers starting to look very, very good. And we will see what's happening here. X making a little car change real quick. We'll see what we get there. But now heading to Utopia. Game 4, a pivotal one. If it's won by the Titans, they only need to win one more and it's done. As for the Embers, though, they win, and we got a three-game series, basically. Best of 3 on our last 3 maps, Wasteland, Neo, and then Champions Field. And that could be very interesting if we get back to even.
Definitely could be. And now, I definitely wouldn't count the Titans out. Different, not having the best of games there, but still the shot output for the Titans. Getting 12 shots on, but the defense for them, only 1 save. That seems to be the weakest problem for them right now, is getting those saves on the back line. And when you have a team putting in they only had 8 shots against them, and they only have 1 save, so it's no surprise why the Embers were able to score so effectively in that last game. Just not very much good defense coming out of the Titans.
Titans not shooting very efficiently either. In that last one, 2 goals on 12 shots. Not particularly pleasant in terms of stats either. That almost not looking good immediately. The Embers almost pull one out off the bat. But instead, the Titans hold on. Embers now with some pressure. X up for it. Isn't that nice little liquid decal as well? Gonna send it through the corner. KO trying to center, won't get it that time. X. Yeah, he tried to break through the defense, but unable to. That one's popped up. Jeffrey there. Oh, well read by Chef. The pre-jump is immaculate, and Different and Jeffrey, excuse me, are gonna have to try and team pinch that one out. Bomb down the field. Embers still looking dangerous on that first attack, but couldn't find anything. Now the Titans have their chance.
Embers kind of be able to maintain themselves right now. Chef, seeing him have some confident plays like that pre-jump off the back wall on the offensive side for them, really something that the Embers got to be happy to see, is that Chef is starting to get more confident as the series is going. And with these other few players, Godzilla now finally, it seems, making an impact in this series a bit for the Titans. Called him out a little bit earlier on a little bit of his gameplay not being too involved, but now getting himself involved in the offense of the Titans.
A great way to get a man involved, but if the offense for the Titans is only going to be Godzilla, as it has been for the past 6.5 minutes, that could also be its own form of problem. That, the closest to 2 own goals in a row that I've seen where neither of them have gone in. Titans getting away with one there. Could have been an own goal equalizer, but it is not. And they retain that 1 goal lead. Different. Making moves through the corner. Gonna hand it off to Godzilla to do some of his own handiwork, but that's cleared out by KO down to an open net. It's gonna be saved away, but super awkward. Embers. Oh, he fires it over the bar, unfortunately. A double commit from the Embers as well between Chef and Exotic. Center Paul isn't there as well, and the Titans get that clear they were looking for. And still the 1 goal deficit lingers on the scoreboard. Good pinch from Chef. Somehow getting that one, as this one's cleared back out. The Embers will look to restart their offense once again.
Now, Titans have been holding on to this 1-goal lead for most of this game now, and Embers have had some offensive opportunities, but they're also kind of getting in each other's way a little bit, it looks like trying to go for the same ball, being in the same position at certain times, and it's going to be hard for them to get their offense going, especially with how they usually move the ball across to each other if they're all condensed in one group. And we've even seen it a little bit from the Titans, more on their defensive line than on their offensive side. I think I've seen Jeffrey and Different a couple times just a little awkward on their defensive line when Embers are pushing.
Ooh. Back on that orange side, the Titans have found their way back onto offense. They're going to look to extend this lead here. Godzilla got some control, gets a nice hard center, misread by X2. That was an interesting opportunity. Cleared all the way back down. KO's got to lunge for it. It's going to make that save look easy peasy. Keeping control, that's a different task, and they can't quite do it. Embers, 75 seconds left in this game. Gotta find the pressure now. They have to even it up if they're going to continue on in this playoff bracket. Godzilla looking to end game 4 here. X gets the field long clear. The possession still with the Titans, unless we see something drastic change, like a whiff, for example. That could have done wonders for the Embers, but they can't capitalize on it. Still find themselves in a hole. They gotta get back. But the Titans holding oh so strong. And they are going to be excited for a rematch up against the Ravens if they can get there. The Embers trying to stop them first.
One thing I do worry about with the Titans is just they're doing great, but I was going to say they're not quite as consistent as I like, and just saying that now, Kaio, great pass to Chef, and coming in at the last 13 seconds, putting a goal in and tying us up now. The Titans not out of the woods yet.
They absolutely aren't. That floor is starting to be set ablaze by the Embers. As they've tied this thing up. They're going to look to capitalize on that momentum of that late game goal here in overtime. They have the momentum off of the back of that goal. Beautiful pot by Chef. Better pass by KO. And now the Embers, as they start to settle into a groove. That pass across, not going to lunge on it. Oh, that touch by KO, not good though, and that's going to get back into midfield. Whoa, that a dangerous little flick play from Godzilla. Also keeping in mind that it's been over 5 minutes since a Titans member has scored. Actually, over 10, I think, since a Titans member has scored.
Even though it's 1-1?
Yeah, the Titans, well, okay, other than Godzilla is what I meant. But that's over.
KO.
We're done. KO, Potts won. Ambers, while I was fumbling my words, have evened up the series out of nowhere. And now we head to Wasteland, knotted up at 2s. Now, this is the exact same story that we saw last season, or last series, excuse me, where the team that went down 2-0 ended up bringing it back to even. Last time, we saw the team that was up early close it out in the next 2 games and win the series. Are we going to get the same thing here?
I think I'm wrong, first off, because criticizing the Embers for changing out rosters, now sticking with what they have with Chef and KO after getting that first win, it seems to be a very good combo right now for them on their side of of things. But for the Titans, one thing you got to be looking at in that entire scoreboard that you see for them is Jeffrey with 1 shot and Different with 0. Those are 2 numbers that should not be on that Titans shots. They need to be getting their shots off because they have been great all season at putting shots on the net and just scoring goals. And Embers are going to be so happy to just see that they're not getting involved on their offense and that they're being able to limit their opportunities as much as they are. And the Titans, if they want to take this game 5 right now, they got to get their attackers back on the offensive and getting that pressure.
We'll see if they can get back to that here. Another 5 minutes back up on that clock. Winner of this game goes to match point.
Oh.
Embers could cap off a 3-game streak here if they win. The Titans looking to stop that in their tracks, and they got to get somebody else scoring on offense other than Godzilla.
I was going to say, different with the car change now, too. Going to be interesting to see what happens after changing cars. I'm not one who's usually big on doing that mid-series. I'll maybe change a decal, but that was a great pass. No one there to be able to follow up, though. But we'll see how that plays out for him as this game goes.
The Embers looking good on attack so far. KO banging this one down. Finds a touch off the ceiling, but can't get the double. X tries to get a touch, but he can't get it on target. KO rushes back. Beautiful save on the return. Godzilla stops that one in half. Titans trying to get something going on offense. Good tip. Chef powers it onto the offensive side. Pops up. KO is there. Shot on. Can he get the touch? X is there to cut it off. Jeffrey now with some control. 50 at mid. Pixel off to Jeffrey. Can he get a shot off here? Can he get a pass off here? Also, no. The Embers defense holding very strong so far and looking good while doing it.
The Titans just... Oh, my.
That 50.
Chef. 50 in the corner here from Chef off the awkward touch from X. I was going to say, Titans have looked kind of awkward in a lot of these scenarios right now that they've been caught in. And right there, Jeffrey also in an awkward spot on the wall trying to come down and get control of that ball. But Chef realizing and just coming in quick, taking advantage of the 50 angle he had and just winning it flat out. And now Embers are going to reap the benefits of getting that 1-0 lead because of it.
That 50 is there. Embers are up. KO pops it. Gets a touch off the wall. KO. Not there. They did team up. The Embers are awkward. And Titans are going to take advantage. Get it out. Off the ceiling. Pop up. Get to see that Fennec. That difference using in this game. KO. Going to send it down. Pop out Jeffrey. Sends it down. X is there. Clear it off to the side. Godzilla back into the corner. Titans just haven't been getting the good shots off here. Godzilla now up. Oh, man, he almost picked that corner. Speaking of good shots, finally, they get one. But it's, again, from Godzilla. They haven't found that offense from anybody but him in the last couple of games. And in this game, they're still getting shut out. They got to find something on offense here. Any semblance of pressure. That they haven't gotten anything. And the Embers are going to send it back down. Awkward ball. Almost an own goal double tap. But it's saved out by KO's car. And somehow, the Titans did their best own goal. And KO was like, no thanks, we don't want your charity.
I can't believe what I just saw. That was... We've seen so many chaotic almost own goal plays today. It's insane. Godzilla. Oh, Jeffrey's going to finish it off.
We got a goal by somebody that's not named Godzilla from the Titans. There we go. Jeffrey in the right place, right time off that 50. I mean, it's well done by Godzilla to get that 50, too. It almost saved away, but angle not quite right. And Titans even up the game. Not 13 seconds this time, but a little bit more than that. 1:20 left on that game clock. KO trying to even it up in less than that 13 seconds, though, or even it up in terms of the last little bit. Trying to get that lead back for the Embers. A minute left. KO. Tried to play into his own corner. Intercepted by Jeffrey. This one's across. Different is there. Gets a touch, but loses control. The Ember's going to try and bring it back out now. Godzilla gets a touch into the corner. Awkward, different shot. X save. Jeffrey there for the next one. Shot again. He gets over the defense. And the Titans take the 2-1 lead.
Godzilla just being a nuisance in the net, forcing Exotic to have to make a touch to get it away, and Jeffrey just waiting there like a shark waiting to be fed. And he is going to slot another one and give Titans a 1-goal lead now with 45 seconds left coming into Game 5. Coming out of Game 5.
Oh, my. 35 on that clock. And now the Embers are at a deficit. Not where they thought they'd be. Jeffrey waiting. Oh, good pop by him. Gets it over one. Oh, X is awkward. Shot going to be just off from Jeffrey, though. Chef gets a double. Trying to make something happen on the return play here. Only 12 on that clock. Again, the Embers looking for an equalizer late. They have a great shot to start at KO. Chef pops it up. X is up. He's beaten by Jeffrey. This one's sent all the way down. KO can't catch up. The Embers lose Game 5. And now headed to Neo Tokyo, their series. And playoff lives are on the line.
It's going to happen, Cubics. We're going to get 3-4-2s today.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. I think the Embers got a lot of life in them yet.
I think so too, but that's been KO's worst game so far, unfortunately. And Exotic, nothing to say that they definitely can't, but Jeffrey now finding his rhythm once again for the Titans, getting 2 goals and adding a bit more shots to their totals. Hopefully the Titans understand the formula that is working for them, which is get the ball to everyone's hands, get shots for everyone, put pressure on that Embers side, because once they get that pressure, that's when they start getting their goals. And Embers, a lot of their play has been to each other, causing chaos on the Titans side as well. But this time, not getting as much output as they were in the last couple games.
We'll see if we can get that offensive output from the Embers that we expect here on the wonderful Neo Tokyo.
The game breaker.
The game breaker. As we saw in that first series. Not to be this time.
Thank goodness.
Chef. Oh, he
yeah.
tries to just juke him out. Doesn't quite get it. Up in the air, KO waiting. Gets a touch down into the center. Good save.
Chef in these dunks.
He has been great on the 50s, hasn't he, all game, all series. And he's going to need to be in the next couple of games if the Embers want to have any hope at staying alive in this playoff bracket for a chance to dance with the Ravens on Thursday night. First, they got to get these two over the Titans. Considered the second best team in the league all season. And wouldn't that be a battle in the finals? 4-0 the first time around between the Titans and Ravens, and they're going to look to try and do much better this time. Pixel pops it up over the backboard. Awkward read. Good save. Away by KO. Pushes it through to the corner. Godzilla. Corner once again, but this time it is center for the Titans. That pop up. Very nice. But X reads it better, and it's gotten out. Jeffrey taking the control back across his own net into his own end. Godzilla with the hard clear, the speed from the Titans, the pace that they're playing with. Very good right now. Jeffrey able to stop on a dime, dodge the demo, gets over another. That's some beautiful mechanics in order to get that possession away, but it's very quickly brought back in by X. Chef waiting for the tip. Can't connect on it. And the Titans will take this one away.
And different with that card change. Not really seen too much, but we have seen Genry come alive now. Jeffrey, definitely one of the biggest. Oh my gosh, Chef though, from Embers, is also a big star in this game, and he takes a great air dribble around. I believe it was different on the goal line, and that's gonna give Embers a 1-goal lead here in game number 6.
Woo-wee. That a nice little air dribble, not only to get past the defender, but he finds it right inside the post, and that's an X-pop or a Chef pop-off moment that we've been missing. Godzilla off the ceiling. That's super awkward. Well read, different with the pop-up, the little alley-oop pass. Also kind of awkward. KO does not get a good touch. Titans, oh, they score. Godzilla capitalizes on the mistouch by KO in the midfield, and halfway through this game, we're knotted up.
I saw him lurking from the corner. He came out of there rotating back, and he just was waiting for the touch, and it was just so poor. He came in quick and just had a good chance to slot it in there. I had the feeling that that was coming, watching from his point of view for that little bit of time. And now Embers, you have to start again from what they were doing, but Chef is ready to pick it up right where they left off and put them back up by 1.
Chef picking up the pieces as quickly as they were put down. A beautiful tip from mid. A beautiful Phoenix coming out of that net. The Fires from the Embers, rising from the ashes. Down 3-2 in the series. And their road to getting this comeback here is well underway. But can they hold on for another 2 minutes? 10 seconds. They almost put in another insurance marker. Jeffrey with the 50. Just going to look for some teammate help. Not going to find it. KO might not need any. Good read on the double. Embers pecking through the Titans like traffic pylons. Great passes across, but it's only a drill. No actual shot coming off. And on the other end, the Titans trying to make something happen. But they can't find a way through. The defense looking solid. It's a brick wall right now. KO with the shot on. All 3 members of the Titans ready and waiting. And nicely enough, they land in rotation too. Oh, what a team play from the Embers. Couple of backboard passes. X with 1. Chef with 2. And X with a beautiful read for 3. Man, it's hard to stop those tic-tac-toes.
Embers, the passing plays coming out to each other has just been great. And Chef has really stepped it up in this series now. I believe 100% goal participation in this game right now. And with the assists and the goals now, Chef is just taking a commanding lead of the series as KO is going to put in another one for the Embers. They have to be very confident with this one going in and now getting the low 50. They have a lot of momentum toward the back end of this game, and Titans are in a deep hole.
That is a weird bounce that took. Chef is there, no. Embers.
Oh, Chef!
He's just there. He's just everywhere. Chef is everywhere, man.
He is in his mind right here. He's like, you're gonna touch it, and I'm gonna take it. Oh my gosh.
He's using his brain. Looks like the Genesis logo. Just like, got all the neurons buzzing.
Firing.
Reading everything. And this is the Chef that we know he can be the X factor of this team. He is proving why. I mean, the X factor is literally X, but the Y factor, the be all end all of this Embers team is when Chef pops off.
The Y.
You got both accesses on the team, I guess.
Oh my.
KO's 50 goes awry, and that's just in.
Yeah. Godzilla just continuing to boost, actually. What a great play. KO going up and not giving up on the play. Godzilla gets that 50 win, and that's going to give them a little bit of breathing room now. They can still pull back with 3 goals. They just need one about every 10 seconds-ish. And at least with some time on the clock, too. But, Different's going to get a touch, too. But not a good enough possession, and the defense for Embers has seemed to be pretty solid throughout this game, especially with the Chef pop-off now. And I look to see, with this time rolling down, Cubics, I think we're going to be heading into that Game 7.
I think we are. 3 very long series tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are not done yet. We've been live for over 3 hours now, and onwards we go. Champions Field, for the first time since last week.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here.
And it's not a reverse sweep. Thank goodness.
That also a true statement. Regardless,
But
it's nice to see this gorgeous stadium back on the broadcast again.
oh yes. And what better two teams to have on it than the Embers and Titans right now? I mean, these two have just been battling this whole series right now, and one player again. The one person I'm looking at right now that needs to step up for the Titans is different. Jeffrey has come alive a couple times. Godzilla has been stepping up a lot in the later half, but different just has not been able to find really a spot to make much of a difference right now for the Titans. As the last few games just been kind of quiet, but Chef with the hat trick. This is a man you got to worry about coming into this Game 7, and I am excited to see what these players are going to do, Cubics, because this Game 7 is one that matters a lot.
It's the season decider. And we also have audio for this one, which I know has been a problem throughout the playoffs. I apologize. But I promise we have audio for this one because it's going to be an important one. Titans, Embers, Game 7 underway at the gorgeous Champions Field. Night has struck. But who strikes first, yet to see.
Oh.
Embers have some pressure here. Jeffrey going to clear this one back out to mid. What team going to be showing some more nerves than the other one? KO. Been a great factor for this team as a sub. Played in the Leopards all season long and is just their lowest MMR player. So he's technically a legal league sub. The only reason why he's in this matchup. Been a great piece. Oh, beautiful plays in net to barely keep that one out. Embers hanging on by the skin of their teeth. Great catch from X2. Good rotation on that one to make sure he got that touch. And jeez, Musk, the Embers defense just throwing everything they have at this ball, but it seems to be working.
I mean, one thing you don't want to do is panic, and they were definitely staying pretty calm on that goal line, even with just one back and looking at straight at a demo in a 2v1. But their mechanics, and oh my goodness, they are playing quite well on this defensive side. A little bit of a double commit there, but we'll see if they keep going. But right now, Titans in a place they want to be too, which is putting a lot of attacks on offense. But that's a lot of space to be given Chef as he comes down the field. And we see what happens when you give Chef space.
Exotic gets back to that one on transition. Dumped down. Jeffrey is there. KO with the read. Clears it back out. And now the Titans have to worry a little bit. They're going to be able to get it to their own corner. Shot going to be on from X. Jeffrey going to clean it up there. But both teams looking a little rough around the edges on the defensive rotations. Calm, yes. In position, maybe not. But the demo going to come out from the Embers. Wow, that was close. Almost just tucked it near side. Chef keeping the offense alive. Pixel off to the side, off the backboard. KO with the clear. Chef with the misread, but X is there to pick up the pieces. Player double whiff. Chef keeping it alive, ends up tossing it right to Godzilla. Embers squander that chance by just a misplaced touch. Hey, talk about a misplaced touch. That's just a mistouch. Jeffrey able to reach back and save that. Godzilla up, wins the 50, clears it down. And the Titans absolutely get away with one there.
I mean, thanking your lucky stars right now, both these teams have gotten some great chances on the net, and both teams have withstood them both on defense, making miraculous saves. It's gotta be... the pressure is just building it right now in this entire Game 7. Both teams getting the chances, both teams taking shots and making saves, but only one of them is going to come out on top at the end of this. And if it goes 0-0 to overtime, that would just be the fitting end to what we saw throughout this earlier in the series.
Absolutely. 1.5 minutes. 90 seconds going to be the deciding time. The Titans or for the Embers? Who gets to play the Ravens for the A Championship? A team who was one of the 3 last teams in contention for a perfect season this year. Ended up falling, but going pretty much full swing at the end of that season. Looking fantastic out there and has been throughout the playoffs. One team's going to get to tango with them. Who will it be? Minute left now. Titans have some possession. This is going to be a close one.
One of the scariest things happening right now is just these balls getting left open in the midfield.
Oh, what a shot from KO goes off the crossbar, down and out. And the Titans get away with a clip. KO going for the double, looking tough in net, but X is back. Picked up. Embers absolutely needed that. Godzilla carrying it over too. Great bump by KO. That's going to clear it to the corner. X going to send it out. Chef is there. Clears it down. Going to look for a double. Popped up by Different. Shot going to be on. Oh, barely off target. Off the post and out. 8 seconds. We're into the final 10. 0-0. Is it going to be an overtime decider? Yes, it will. 0-0 into overtime.
And just like I wanted, the fitting end to the Titans Embers is a 0-0 overtime. Both times in those overtimes, Jeffrey icing. Let's see if the Embers can change the story and rewrite their destiny in this playoff bracket.
Off the corner and cleared. Chef tips it down. Exotic there. Off the backboard, Godzilla clears it. Chef up early, stalls it at midfield. Different, finding the man himself, Jeffrey. Score clock broken. It doesn't matter what time we're at. For goodness sake, next goal wins. It's a game 7. Chef stalls it in mid, gonna have a follow. Chef doing what he does best. Gonna be cleared, one-on-one the other way. Exotic caught in an awkward position. KO whiffs up off the backboard. Gotta be cleared. It is. KO still has to be there. Chef gotta save him again. He does. Back out to mid. Titans still have pressure. My voice is dying slowly but surely.
Definitely gonna need to re-nickname Chef to Iron Chef after this one. He is being so solid for this team. Just that straight up consistent player that is just always there when they need him. He's been there in great defensive stops and almost gets a chance at an open net as all 3 players are on one side of the field.
Chef!
Oh my gosh! Chef puts it in to finish it off at the end!
He does
with a great pass!
Exotic with a beautiful read off the backboard. Chef, knowing where he's gonna put it, finds the near post, and the Embers come back from down 3-2 in the series to take it, and they get a date with the Ravens next Thursday. They got a whole week to sit back, relax, and chill out, but they might not need to. They are on fire, and Chef gotta be feeling good about that one. And I mean, the scoreboard tells a different story than what we saw, right, Musk? On the Titans, only 2 shots that game. Embers with 8, or 9, excuse me. But it was so close all the way through. That also Chef's only shot of the game. And it finds the back of the net. It is the one that counts. And the Embers ain't headed home yet.
And even see, the 2 shots the Titans took, the Embers saved both of them. You're definitely not going to win a series by just getting the 2 shots in the last game. They definitely needed the more pressure, but Embers, they took it to him, and Chef, he had the magic shot and the magic goal when they needed it most. And as we said, this guy's got to be re-nicknamed the Iron Chef because he is solid.
He was incredible all season long. And I think in a fun turn of events, we are going to have an interview here with the man himself, Exotic. as I'm going to set that up quick. But yeah, we are going to hop in with Exotic. See what they got going on.
See if we can get Exotic in here. It was a great series. Love to see everyone in the chat as well. It's so awesome to have you all here and watching just all the interaction going on from everyone getting hyped about the series and things. It's so exciting to be here. And hopefully we get Exotic in here to have a fun interview with him.
Yes, we will. Let's get him in here.
There he is.
All right, welcome, Exotic.
Oh my gosh.
What a series, and what a way to end it.
Dude, my heart is so fast right now. You have no idea. Oh my, dude, I gotta tell you though, like, I mean, it sucks that we had to bring KO because I mean, I definitely feel like it's a better roster. And at the end of the day, like I told everybody before the series, like we played the Cougars with our main roster because everybody could show and we felt confident. We brought KO in this game mainly because, in my opinion, a lot of the people in A don't belong there, including Zen. So I don't feel bad bringing KO as a sub. People were saying, oh, you're breaking the rules, you're doing this and that. At the end of the day, like, personally, I don't really feel bad. But every single time we played the Titans, I cannot breathe. Like, every single time. Jeffrey is just so consistent. Different is always there on the ball. Oh, my goodness. Godzilla somehow saves every single shot that we shoot. Oh, my gosh. I am, like, very, very shaky right now.
Well, congratulations, man. What a series that was to end things off for the day. You guys get to play the Ravens next Thursday. That must be a game you're looking forward to. But like you mentioned, with bringing KO in tonight, definitely a big player of note in this series. Definitely a difference maker in the back half of that series. You guys seemed to click really well when you had Zen and KO on the field. And, I mean, Chef putting away that goal at the end, too, as well. A beautiful pass from yourself. And
Zenitaz is...
that man is cracked.
He is so consistent. It is actually scary. Like, I have been riding him the entire season. He's been carrying me through every game he plays. And it definitely sucked that, you know, I joined halfway through, right? Like, I joined, like, they were 6-6 or 6-7. And we ended up the season at 11-7, right? So when Zen started to show up and he actually had players he could rely on, me, Speed, Drax, it started to work. But, oh, man, Zen he's a different breed, man. He is, I don't even know how to talk about that guy. It's just unreasonable how good he is, especially for A stand.